Sports Talk Radio. I am the Benchwarmer. This is the last show of the year. We got top. Yes, we made it. One year down. 12 more years to go.
Yes.
So I know we just
12.
We're taking it as we go. All right. 41 Sports Talk Radio, foreignradionetwork.com. I am the Benchwarmer, sitting right next to a full crew. We got Professor sitting here. What's going on, sir?
All is well.
That's ending well, right?
For the 2018 year.
Yeah. You doing good?
To a close here. It's gonna end with a bang.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Sitting next to my immediate right is Coach. He's officially signed on to his real name, which is Coach. He was substitute for a long time.
Yes.
But now he's no longer substitute. He's the coach. He the starter. What's going on, Coach?
Good evening, everybody. Let's get this going.
Good evening. Do we talk about your limp, or we just leave that alone?
We're gonna not talk about that.
Okay. You know, you step on the crack, you break mama's back.
Nobody see me limping out there. What are we talking about?
Leave them mamas alone.
To my immediate right, he called me earlier today and said, "Man, are we still good?" I said, "We're still good." That's the preacher.
That's rock and roll.
There you go. And then to my left, she is keeping things on tap. She's keeping things online. She's keeping us all square, right? That is security. That's what she's supposed to do.
Right.
I guess.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We got a bunch of guests coming on today. We got a packed show today. We got a couple of guests coming on. You got to give me the information.
Would you like for me to tell us?
Yes. Tell us who we got coming on today.
Okay. Our special guest tonight is Driphus Jackson.
Yes.
He is the owner, or he's the starting quarterback of Rice University and the owner of Hard Count Football Academy.
Okay.
And our second guest is Coach Dennis.
Coach D.
He's the mentor and owner of Athletic Zone.
That right? We good, right? We
That's
moving, right?
I'm looking to Quest.
We got to look at the professor all the time.
We always look at the professor. Now we're looking at the producer.
Look at the producer. Yeah. We got to look at the producer all the time. Make sure we're doing our stuff right.
Make sure I got it right. Okay.
Because he's been giving the gauntlet to Doc checks. So
yes. And if you have not made it to the Brickhouse Lounge, we have an open bar.
Yes.
For those folks that like to have a little something.
The cocktail.
Yes, we have an open bar. There's hurricanes for $7, margaritas, any premier for $7, well drinks for $4, imported for $4, and domestic for $3. What, am I saying it wrong?
No,
I don't drink, so I don't know what to say.
I'm thinking wrong.
What? For me to be announcing.
No,
I'm
crazy,
thinking wrong.
When you think about
I'm thinking wrong. No, I was thinking
a
little cocktail with your cocktail.
When the next commercial break is, so I can go to that open bar.
The comments from the Benchwarmer do not reflect.
Wait, nobody heard that, right?
Do not reflect the whole crew.
Nobody heard that, right?
I heard it.
No.
We all heard it.
I heard it.
Wasn't nobody listening.
Comments of the Benchwarmer.
I'm telling.
This is my disclaimer.
All right. Got some news, sports news. I'm doing sports news.
Oh, sports news or celebrity news?
No, we're doing celebrity news on Celebrity Time.
Okay, I thought we would do a celebrity birthdays first, but go ahead.
No, we're gonna do some sports news now. Sports news is coming directly from 411sportsnews.com. If you and be sure to go to our go to the website 411sportsnews.com.
Mm-hmm.
We get up to date news as it happens in basketball, baseball, football, soccer. Boxing.
You name it.
Yeah, there you go.
Boxing. What a disgrace, that Canelo fight.
Yeah.
Just found that bum off the street. That's another story.
Boxing is the greatest sport anyway. It's not what it used to be.
The greatest.
I could take any boxer from the 70s. They whoop any boxer from the 90s right now, or the 2000s or whenever. Whoop them.
Basically,
whoop them. Sugar Ray Leonard will kill Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I
agree with that.
Yeah.
That was true boxing.
Back in the day.
Bo Scarborough got a job.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you at now?
Some team that's let's see, where did he go? He went to the Rams.
Well, he's very strong.
Yeah.
Make him a fullback or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. The Mavericks are winning.
No, they're not.
Well, yes, they
They've
are.
lost 2 in a row.
Oh, that's still the season's still young. The season's still young.
Road.
The season's still young. They're playing tonight too. They're playing tonight.
2
They're
and not.
11 the Mavericks are not as bad as you thought they would be.
They're 13-2.
I agree
at
with
home.
that.
Yeah, they're not as bad as you thought they would be.
Right.
Because I thought they was going to be
But
atrocious, but they're not.
horrendous on the road.
Terrible.
They're bad on
You
the
got a
road.
good center there.
But still, though, yeah, you got a good center.
Defense.
We got some starting pieces.
Oh, we got some starting pieces.
Yeah, you got some starting pieces. The trade. I mean, let's see something here. Rondo is going to return to after G League. He's going to return to rehab stint.
Yeah, man, Brandon Ingram.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
yeah, he's going to return to. I'm doing basketball news. See,
Okay. Okay.
you know, the Dallas Wings did hire the winningest coach, the coach for the Sparks. For
They
LA
stole
Sparks.
my LA Sparks coach.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that though, because I like the Wings, so I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So they,
I go to a lot
yeah,
of
we
their
go to the
games.
games. Yeah,
I go to a lot
yeah.
of their
We'll
games.
we'll get press passes for the games this year again too.
Yay.
So
I didn't know
I
that.
get one.
And thank you, Professor, for
I get
placing
one?
that on the Facebook
Yeah.
page.
Yes, man. I
Thank
had
you.
yeah, you don't have to pay them.
I get a press
I,
pass. All right.
And you won't be getting your passes from the person that we've been getting them from.
Bianca's gone.
She's terminated.
Wow.
Oh
Really?
no, I liked
I,
her.
My sister works for the Wings.
Does she?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
can
where we
get
get the
some
passes
different
from.
kind of passes
But,
from your
she-
sister.
she's
I just
no
get
longer with the
seats.
team.
The
She's not-
family discount.
Wow. Bianca's a good person too.
Yeah.
You know, they clean ship with the Wings. Look like they clean house.
Wow.
Now
They have a lot of talent, and
they
they've
do,
been
but
underachieving.
with Skylar Diggs, we don't know when
She's
start butchering
preggers.
names.
we don't know when she's coming back.
Her name
She's
is not
preggers.
Skylar Diggs.
I know
It's
Skylar
Diggins.
Diggins Smith.
Yeah.
You think the Cowboys will follow suit on that part?
Huh? Do what?
You think the Cowboys will follow suit on that part?
No, clean house.
No.
No,
And
no.
upper management?
no, no.
So the Wings, I mean, they did hire Brian Agler this past weekend. He was introduced to the team today. He did touch on the fact that it's going to be a work in progress.
Yeah.
Skylar Diggins Smith announced in October she was pregnant. The team still don't know if Liz Cambage is going to come back to the WNBA. Her and Skylar had really big issues on how they're getting paid. They're kind of spokesman for the WNBA.
Mhm.
By the way, Skylar Diggins did meet with Mark Cuban, and we just found this out last week. They met a few months back in regards to this problem with the WNBA not paying the way NBA is playing their players.
Yeah.
Because they're
Because
not part.
they've been in existence over 20 years. Why are they still making only $30,000 a year?
Because
I
they're
think
not,
Skylar's
They're not
making
part of-
they're
maybe
not putting
60,000.
20,000 people in the seats.
Well, that's one. And
That's
But
why.
one of they're not getting the marketing and
They're
exposure that
not-
the NBA is getting. If
But-
they did, they would have more money.
but
to
that's
give
that's
them.
that's a WNBA thing. That's
They
one.
don't
And
have the
number two is-
merchandise sales that the NBA does. I mean, we
Exact-
can go
and-
on and on.
They don't put as much behind
and the NBA is
WNBA as
not
they do
buying.
the NBA.
The NBA is not totally buying into the WNBA.
That's
There's
what I'm
some
saying.
teams that do, but they're not totally buying into
That's
the
what I'm
WNBA.
saying.
And
They don't back them
And the
way
question
they
is,
back
should
the
they or
NBA.
should they not?
They should.
Well, the NFL doesn't totally back the Arena Football League. I mean, that league is getting defunct.
That's arena football. We're talking about men's sport and women's sports. That's a totally different thing that you're talking about.
This
No,
is-
We're
necessarily.
talking about supporting women
We'll talk
in
about it.
sports.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
We gotta
We
move
got
on,
it.
but let me
Oh.
finish. So
just like the
Diggins-
Spartans.
Get
The
me
women's
riled up.
football.
So Skylar Diggins actually put Mark Cuban on blast, saying he did not attend not one of the Wings games, unlike the Cowboys and the Mavericks, who came out and showed support to the Wings. And then Skylar Diggins brought up Harrison Barnes, who
Right.
makes over $20 million, but he was not listed as an all-star to where Skylar Diggins was first team WNBA and don't make nowhere close to what Harrison Barnes is making. So she brought that up to Mark Cuban. And if we have time to get into that
Well,
later,
yeah.
but
We're gonna dig
it's a
into that,
lot going on in regards to that talk.
Yeah.
A lot of people gonna hate me for my opinion on that. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now.
Okay.
Go ahead and put it out there.
Not right now.
All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
All right, let's keep it moving. Let's get into so we talked about our guests coming up. We have to deal with the funeral that was Sunday. Did y'all go to the funeral?
Your funeral? What funeral?
Yeah,
The Cowboys.
the Cowboys. Y'all go.
funeral.
Y'all go to that funeral? You know, we had to sit through it. 'cause,
The
you know,
debacle.
we had to sit through it
was.
because all the singing and going on, and
Yeah, I
You know-
definitely can't get those 3
Oh
hours
my
back.
gosh.
yeah,
Well, that's
yeah,
a-
yeah.
Exactly.
That's
My
just
God.
a waste of my life.
So we
Some ranting to do
we
about
got dig
that.
into that right there, and
Oh,
then you know the NFC East period. Philadelphia wins.
What in the world?
I'm telling you,
What
Nick
was in the water?
Foles might be
You know, the
a better fit
for
this Eagles team than Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
And
So we
that's
got to
one of
get
my
ridiculous
four
as that
quarters
sounds.
today.
We got to get
I'll-
that.
I'll
That's
ask that
part of the 4
specific.
quarters. We do have 4 quarters coming up.
Yes.
We do have the college roundup, which is only like two games, right? We're looking at.
No, and then we're looking at games this week.
No, they don't. When do they play?
I'm not focusing on sorry bowl games.
Right.
I want to get to the college football playoff, Sugar Bowl, and all that stuff. But I do. Tomorrow's National Recruiting Day, signing day, so we'll get into a lot of that.
Okay, we'll get to that. We got that coming up. We do have. Do we have he say she say today? We might, right?
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. We got to.
We have a special guest for the entertainment.
Yes, we have a special guest for the entertainment. I have to mention that.
Yes.
She is my lovely daughter, who is sitting over there just being patient, and
we thought we was gonna get her up here for them sports. Where'd she go?
Yeah, and she is more in your face than I am.
Is that really your daddy?
Oh, so you don't even go there. And see how she.
We are cousins, but is that really?
You see how she said that? Okay, you know what?
She said that's them preachers when we said your name.
You gonna slow us down?
She said that's them preachers. I was like,
All
that's
right,
your
so
family.
let's do this right
There
here.
are people who took me home.
Let's take a break. This is the last show of the season of the year. This is the last show of the year, and we're gonna double up on our picks this week. I should have had my Christmas music together, but we can't do that right now. But we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna get into the college gridiron roundup showcase, flawed events that we have. All right, this is 41 Sports Talk Radio, ForRedNetwork.com. We'll be right back.
Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. My heart's been holding on to you. Can't let go. Can't let it go now. So long to the ceiling of your head. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Losing my mind and all I wanna know is how you feel. Must be too much to ask for. I think you feel one way, but it's the other. Just let me know what's going on and I'll make it better. First you gotta open up, you gotta let me know that I'm your feel. So baby, let it go. And let me know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I just wanna know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I just wanna know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I just wanna know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Your scars stay open, they don't heal. You like the pain, no more pain, no more pain. Do you like the doctors all say all you need to do is just let me in. Talk to me. But first you gotta open up, you gotta let me know that I'm here for you. So baby, let it go. And let me know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I just wanna know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I just wanna know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I just wanna know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Just tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I just wanna know how you feel. feel. But first you gotta open up, you gotta let me know that I'm here for you. So baby, let it go. And let me know how you feel. Tell me how you feel.
All right.
I just wanna know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I just wanna know how you feel.
That was Stevie L, my guy out of Oakland, California.
Tell me how you feel.
Tell me how you feel.
I like that.
We're gonna do a lot of stuff with some folks down there in Oakland when we start putting some stuff together. So look forward to that. Next year is gonna be a great year. Next year is starting out to be a great year. We got the College Gridiron Showcase that's coming up on the 9th of January, and then I just got word today. I just got information from the Texas Black Sports Hall of Fame. So we'll be doing that. That's in February.
Nice.
Yes.
And I'll see if I can pull up the inductees. The most notable, I didn't see any most notables, but anyway, I'll see. We'll see if we can pull up the inductees throughout the show and talk about the inductees. But since we're here, this is 41 Sports Talk Radio, 41radionetwork.com. I'm the Benchwarmer. We got to get into the College Gridiron Showcase with Coach. What's going on, Coach?
Coach.
Good evening, everybody.
College
Good
roundup.
evening. We're going to start off today with news about kids transferring from big universities. Justin Fields, I don't know if a lot of people remember, last year he was the #1 quarterback recruit in the country. He's looking at ways to leave Georgia. He's realized that the quarterback there right now is not going anywhere. He's just a sophomore. So like a lot of kids are doing now, they want an opportunity to play. So they're going somewhere else where it presents an opportunity for them to play right away. He's actually talking with the NCAA to try to waive the sit for a year clause for him. Don't know how that's going to work.
I would say because that's what all redshirt freshmen do.
Right. You have to sit for
Yeah.
it. If you transfer,
So you have to come back in
you
as
have
a
to
junior?
wait for a
You got to
year.
wait for a year. Yeah, that's
You
just
can't play
that's
for
just
Is
par
that
for
across
course.
all division, Division
That's
One,
all
NAIA,
D1.
College,
all
yeah,
of them?
didn't
All
matter.
That's a
D1
college
schools.
rule. No, he can play right away if he transfers to a Division II or III university.
To transfer to a lower
But he's not
university.
going to do that because
Right.
he's a big time recruit. So
Right.
he's not going to do that.
Right.
But the teams he's looking at is Ohio State, Florida State, and Oklahoma. That's why I brought this up. That's very interesting to me. I think he's aware that Kyler Murray is leaving, and he sees an opportunity there.
Yes.
And we'll see how that turns out. But I'm going to keep an eye on that.
Please do.
It does not mean that Oklahoma's automatically there again. So
I didn't say that.
Just
Come on.
I did.
just tap your brakes on that,
I did.
okay? Just
Professor,
tap,
did I say that?
Tap
I
your
didn't
brakes
say
on that
that.
right there.
You don't
Sound
have to
like I
say
said
it. I'll
that.
say it for you.
You know what?
All I said, he's
Boomer
looking
sooner, baby.
at
Boomer
other
sooner.
schools,
Coach,
and the
coach,
Sooners
coach
are
I'm trying to wear
security.
my shirt.
Y'all
Oh,
got to
my
realize this is Texas. We are not in Oklahoma. We are not. I mean, we a little bit close to it, but this is Texas.
OU is closer than Austin. I'm just going to put that out there.
No. Actually, Austin is closer than OU.
No, sir.
Negative.
No,
Where
sir.
UT is,
Austin.
that is a negative.
No.
sir. That
Austin-
is a big fat negative.
That's a 2-hour drive.
2.5. No, it's
That's
not.
a 2.5
2.5
hour drive.
hours to Oklahoma. It's 3 hours to Austin.
When I'm driving, it's closer.
Oh my goodness. You so crazy.
It's closer when I'm and you know my daughter goes to UT.
Norman.
My daughter goes to UT, and she's right there.
Good for you.
Yeah.
We're proud, but I'm not wearing that burnt
So-
orange.
I could have got you.
She been trying to get me to wear that burnt orange since she got
So-
there.
Oh yeah, you
So
can't do that.
It might be some problems.
Oh, we're okay.
She
She's
she
over
gonna give
there.
me a Longhorn key ring for Christmas.
That's
Or was it
okay.
for my birthday?
I don't remember what was it.
Where
I was
is
like, boy,
Where is it?
It's probably just GP.
Where is it?
I don't know.
That's just
In
cold.
one of them
No.
boxes.
She spent hard.
One of them moving
She
boxes.
spent her hard-earned, no college getting money
I
for
told
a
her
ring
I would wear a shirt from the gymnastics team.
because she's on the gymnastics.
Anything from the gymnastics team, I will support you, but I
Right.
will not support that burnt orange football. I will not.
Yeah, well,
Ever.
OU's gymnastics
Never,
team
ever.
is one of the best in the country.
It's
so-
okay.
Oh,
It's
goodness
okay.
gracious!
Oh, look it up.
Can we?
Rank like number
It's
2 or
okay,
something like
but
that.
my
Look it up.
daughter is in gymnastics.
Oh, and she's in
Look
gymnastics.
at the camera,
Oh, she done
ma'am.
got out.
Excuse me.
She done got
Come this way. Come over here.
The only reason.
Come on this side.
Uh-oh.
You blocking everybody.
UT doesn't fund our gymnastics team, so we're a club team. And last year we got second, but first in the nation.
Ooh.
So,
But your
See, I support
university
that.
doesn't
I
care
support that.
about gymnastics, so
But I
mean,
will. I
No,
like
but
gymnastics.
but still,
should
they
have went
got,
to OU.
they
Who
got-
cares
they-
about their
they-
gymnastics team and supports it 100%?
who cares about gym? Who cares about OU anyway? College Gridiron Show. We still go.
Hey,
sports,
let's
yeah,
continue. Hey, y'all got off
yeah,
track.
yeah.
Moving on, Bryce Love has decided, and he's the best running back in college football. He's decided to skip the Sun Bowl and focus on the NFL draft. I have to imagine if they were in a better bowl, he would have
He
played.
would play. Yeah.
But the Sun Bowl is some little goofy bowl, I think in El Paso or something. It's completely
Well, number one, they got too many dang bowls out there.
they do.
They got
They
too
do.
many
And
bowls.
that's not
out
gonna
there.
change.
Yeah, yeah, but
That's not gonna change.
they may be adding more bowls because of the playoff system.
You're right. And then tomorrow is one of my favorite days of the year in college football. It's the early signing period for college football. A lot of the and what the reason I brought this up is because for whatever reason, the NCAA has decided to start discussing that 18 playoff. And
Wow.
I want to bring this up. This is the top 10 in recruiting right now. Okay, Alabama,
Okay.
Texas A&M, Georgia, Clemson, Oregon, Texas, LSU, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, and Michigan. The reason I bring this up, all these little teams like USF and Boise State and all these schools who think they will get into the play, you're
They're not
not
going.
getting, even if it goes to an 8. Let me tell you where UCF is at. Number 47.
Right, right.
Okay, it's going to be the same teams. You're just going to see more of them. That's
But,
all it
but
is.
UCF has not. I mean, they're a good team.
They are. And they deserve to play in
Yes.
the Peach Bowl.
Yeah,
There is no doubt about it.
but I think they deserve to get even
No, they
consideration in the
don't. No.
playoffs.
No.
But you
No.
got to put them up against something and say they don't deserve it.
Florida has come out. The coach came out and said, we'll do a home and home with them. What's up?
Okay, let's see what happens.
I guarantee you they don't take it.
And if they do, and win, then what?
Yeah, well, Florida's don't down anyway. That's why he's saying that. They're on the downslide anyway.
Yeah,
I want Georgia or Alabama to come out and say, okay, come on down.
Bring Alabama. Yeah, yeah.
Come on down. So I found that interesting. So every year, I check this every year, and it's always the same teams. Now, the surprise of this whole thing right here, to me, is A&M being number 2.
I was gonna say that.
That's
But
pretty
here's
impressive.
the deal. A&M recruits. Remember, and I think that was about when they recruited the top quarterbacks in the country
Mhm.
when they had Kyler Murray and all those other quarterbacks they had. I think that's where
Kenny Hill.
Kenny Hill,
Mhm.
where that recruiting boosted them up a little bit more.
It did.
You know, so you don't bring those quarterbacks in. The problem is that those quarterbacks left too.
And what that shows you is Jimbo Fisher got in there and he's gotten to work.
Yeah,
He's gotten to work because to have them in the top 5, they probably won't finish number 2, but they probably will finish in the top 5. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
So if they go to they go to 18, we're looking at the 8,
Think about it. You have your 4 that are in right now.
right?
You probably would have got Ohio State.
Yeah,
You probably would have got Georgia.
yeah.
They probably would have snuck Washington State in there somewhere.
Somehow or another, yeah.
And Michigan probably would have got in there. Somebody
Somebody in Michigan would have got in there.
would have still skipped
Mhm.
over
UCF, yeah.
and they would have still had something to complain about. Nothing's going to change.
I agree.
It's going to be the same teams.
I agree.
And that's it for the college football roundup.
All right.
Next week, I will bring up a couple of quarterbacks that I want the Cowboys to look at in later rounds.
You're going to have to bring it up this week because this is the last
Oh,
show
yeah, that's
of the year.
right. So when we get into Cowboy talk, I'll bring that.
There you go. Bring it up. Yeah. Don't say Andrew Luck.
No. Andrew Luck's not in college.
I know. I'm just saying.
3-second shout out to Duncanville High School.
Yes.
Blue Island.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They took down the king.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Allen was.
Yeah.
Allen was. They was ranked number 1 in
Where
the
my
nation.
88s and 89s?
89s. They was ranked number 1 in the nation. Yeah.
You lose Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
88.
Yeah.
Shout out to 88, 89 to Duncanville.
Duncanville took them out. Yeah.
That's what happens when
they
you lose
play-
Kyler Murray. You can't win state
they play-
championships anymore.
That's their alma
No.
mater.
Yeah.
They
Allen,
play?
yeah.
Did
Yeah.
they play?
That's their alma
Did they go
mater.
to the game?
That part I don't know.
So
I can't account
No.
or attest
Shout
to
out
anyone.
shout out to me, 88, and James, me and James, 89s.
Yeah.
That went to Duncanville.
Cartwright.
Did you go to the game?
Don't matter. Don't matter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Producer. He ain't got nothing to shout out because that's Kimball.
Right.
They ain't got nothing to shout out.
But
It's always something. Them haters always got something, don't they?
They do.
I'm the one that did the shout.
He trying to
They
jump
didn't
on the
think about it.
bandwagon.
We appreciate that.
now.
We appreciate that.
He
So-
wasn't on the bandwagon when he
so-
was in school.
we appreciate that. So don't. So
played.
we proud. Don't say.
I played.
And
And that's why they were sorry.
Coach, I have another question for you from one of the studio. I mean, not the studio artist. An audience member made a comment. He said they're saying the Big 12 might be dismantled in the future. Have you heard that?
Not yet.
Not yet.
And if it is, that's going to
That's
be
gonna
a
be big time.
huge
Yeah.
mistake, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Huge mistake, because that means
That's too much
you're
money.
probably going to see Texas and Oklahoma go to the SEC
Ooh.
and make that conference even stronger, because that almost happened a few years
Yeah,
ago
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember
before they
that.
decided to keep the Big 12
Yeah.
intact with
I
just 10
remember that.
teams.
Can you see A&M in the Big 12?
Again,
Yeah.
they were before.
Right. I'm saying, can you?
But they're
can,
trying to get
Can you
back
put them
in.
back in? Put them
Yeah,
back
come
in.
on back. Anything to make the conference stronger, and the way Jimbo is recruiting out there, that'll make
You
the
put 'em-
conference
yeah,
even
yeah.
stronger.
And,
Get that
and
UT
then you got
Texas
to
rivalry.
then you got an A&M UT Texas. Well, that'd be a
Yeah,
rivalry
I'm
right
all
there.
for it. I'm a Big
Yeah,
12
yeah.
guy, so whatever
Mhm.
can make that conference stronger, I'm in.
Yeah. Do you put Houston in or leave Houston out?
Houston Cougars?
Yeah. Leave them
No,
out.
they can stay there.
Leave them where they are.
No, they don't need to come to the Big 12. Got enough Texas schools in the Big 12 already.
Do you remove Texas Tech?
No.
Keep Texas Tech.
All
leave,
the Texas teams stay.
leave
keep
everybody
TCU.
intact. I wouldn't take Kansas. I might
Kansas.
think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Kansas,
you can
I
kick
might
Kansas
strongly
out.
Like,
think
take them
about
on out of there.
kicking them out.
Yeah. All right. So that's the college roundup.
Yes. Yes.
And you know how we do. We move right on in. Break. We got a break.
Mhm. For
Okay.
video purposes.
Huh?
For the video purposes. that we're
Okay.
trying
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna take a break in between every segment.
There you go. Okay. So there you go. She got it. You know,
I've been
keep me on
giving
point.
good instructions.
Okay. All right. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, after instructions of security.
They were not from him. They were from our new producer, director, manager, whatever his title fits.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
All right. So this is 41 Sports Talk Radio. When
Don't
we
stop
come
laughing.
back, we're getting into. You got 4 quarters ready?
It's up and
Yes. That's
It's up
my
and running.
favorite
Yeah,
segment.
yeah.
of
So,
the
so
week.
Robert
Yeah.
Allen Parker said, "Take Kansas out."
running.
So when we come back, we
You
got
know
4
he's a
quarters.
Boomer Sooner fan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 4 quarters. This is 41 Sports Talk Radio, 4radionetwork.com.
4 quarters coming
4
up.
quarters coming up. We'll be right back.
All right, thank you.
I ain't even mad you don't own none. I ain't even mad that I bought you those drinks. Baby, it's a fact. I'm a good case. Honest, gonna be mad. You should've chose me. Baby, you would do better if you knew better. Don't get it misconstrued, girl. I'm a go-getter. I bought a couple drinks. It's nothing to me. Applesauce to a bro. It's nothing to me. You might have seen me in the sky. 'Cause baby girl, I can fly. I'm something like a star. Ask around the bar, they'll say I go hard. Now what you wanna do? We can go live. Grab one of your friends, make it a menage. I got a couple beers in case you wanna roll. Baby, let's go. What's your favorite song? Is that it on your shirt? Party like a rock star, baby, I'm a flirt. Try to waste some time, so what's it gonna be? I got a couple more that's waiting on me. I ain't even mad. Oh, no. I ain't even mad that I bought you those drinks. Baby, it's a fact. I'm a good case. Honest, gonna be mad. You should've chose me. I ain't even mad you don't own none. I ain't even mad that I bought you those drinks. Baby, it's a fact. I'm a good case. Honest, gonna be mad. You should've. No matter what the weather say, I'ma be cool. You might even learn something like we in school. Just doing what I do. It's nothing to me. Trying to see what's up with you. It's nothing to me. I know you heard that I can say. Plus I got a little change. They say that I'm a hood but I'm still a good. I don't play no games. What you wanna do? We can go live. Grab one of your friends, make it harmonize. I got a couple beers in case you wanna roll. Let's go. What's your favorite song? Is that it on your shirt? Party like a rock star, baby, I'm a flirt. Try to waste some time, so what's it gonna be? I got a couple more that's waiting on me. I ain't even mad you don't want none. I ain't even mad that I bought you those drinks. Baby, it's a fact. I'm a good case. Honest gonna be mad, you should've chose me. I ain't even mad you don't want none. I ain't even mad that I bought you those drinks. Baby, it's a fact. I'm a good case. Honest gonna be mad, you should've chose me.
Sports Talk Radio, Network.com. There we go. That was who's that? That was Jay Rush Jennings. Yeah, Life Jennings' brother. But I ain't even mad at you. So this is 41 Sports Talk Radio, 41RadioNetwork.com. We're trying to keep on time. We're kind of trying to stay on time, right?
Yes.
All right, and I
love it so far. So good.
Structure, huh?
Yeah.
Structure up in this bad boy.
Beautiful
All
day.
right. Right now we're into 4 quarters, and that's kind of one of the favorite segments. So
Definitely mine.
yeah, Lewis, take it away.
All right.
Professor, take it away.
Yes, sir. Before we get into it, breaking news. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm too loud.
Yours is low. I must have turned yours down.
Mine's is 1. Oh, that's on the other side.
Yeah, you good.
Can you hear?
I can hear you. Can you hear me
Okay.
now? Good.
So before we get into 4 quarters, we had the news that came out that the 2019 Pro Bowl rosters came out. The Los Angeles Chargers are representing. They had the most representatives at 7.
Wow.
The Cowboys have 5, and that's Zeke.
Wait, let me
Elliott.
see if I can guess. Let's guess.
Zeke is 1. I already
Okay,
said
we got
that.
Zeke is 1.
Mhm.
Amari
If
Cooper.
Byron Jones.
Amari Cooper's not on this
Byron
list.
Byron Jones.
Byron Jones is 2.
Vander Esch.
Congratulations.
How many brothers feel me?
All right.
Rest in peace, man.
Okay.
Jason Garrett.
Vander Esch is 1.
Van Esch is not 1.
No.
Jason Garrett.
So you got
No.
Zeke
Tank
and
Lawrence.
Byron Jones got 3 more.
All
Tank
right.
Lawrence.
Tank Lawrence is 3.
Beasley.
No.
No.
He.
I wonder if Amari Cooper.
No,
in
he
his
didn't
short
get in.
stint,
He didn't get in.
may
He,
have got
he
a
ain't been on the
selection.
team long
No.
enough.
Zeke, Byron Jones, DeMarcus
Jalen
Lawrence.
Smith.
No.
What?
These other 2
what
players
about,
on
Little
offense.
Woozy?
Sean
Offensive,
Lee.
The other
offensive
2
players.
players on offense.
Oh, they gonna
Are
go
they
with
Zach
all
Martin.
on offense? All offense?
It's a lineman.
Dig.
It's
Zach
3
Martin.
offense
Zach
and 2
Martin.
defense. Zach Martin is 4.
Yeah, and then
And the 5th one's a regular.
a regular on offense.
Uh-huh.
Man.
Wow.
Dak Prescott?
No.
No.
This person
He ain't
gets a
regular.
lot of whole penalties.
Tyrone Smith.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's number 5. So
Yeah.
Tyron Smith,
Okay, that's just by name.
That is-
Zach
yeah, yeah.
Martin,
Because
Zeke,
he's-
Byron Jones, and DeMarcus Lawrence. are
But
your
can't the
representatives.
coaches pick alternatives?
Congratulations, Byron Jones.
Yes.
Well
Yeah.
deserved.
Finally, yeah. But the coaches can pick alternatives, so Van Der Esch still could get in.
He could get in.
Good.
Yeah, because their coaches do have opportunity to pick
Depending on who
alternatives.
goes to the Super Bowl and depending on
Depends on
injuries.
who's the coach. Yeah.
Right. All right, so let's get in the first quarter. Are the Chargers the best team in the AFC?
Wow.
Benchwarmer.
I don't know. Chiefs have shown they got chinks in their armor. You know, they've shown and Chargers have really. I mean, even without Melvin Gordon, they still been playing on top of their game. Are they the best team in the NFC
In the
and the AFC? I don't know. We always want to give New England that prop. You always want to stand
No,
up
I
and give
don't.
New England that prop. But
New England's 9-5.
I know. I'm gonna say. I'll say yes, they are.
Okay.
I'll say yes, they are. You always want to give New England that because you can't you can't dismiss New England, but
No, you can't.
the Chargers are playing on a high level.
All right, Shelley.
No.
Who is? Who's the best team in the
It
AFC?
was
then?
Kansas City.
Is it still Kansas City or is it somebody else?
And both of them 11-3.
Yeah, both of them are 11-3. I think the steam is running out on Kansas City. So, and New England is picking up.
Or they
So,
lost 2 in a row.
Maybe. Oh, did they?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I ain't
Yeah,
watching.
New England. Yeah.
Okay, Chargers are. But you know what? They messed me up because I was like, I started to pick them last week over KC, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna stick with KC because they, were doing good. But the Chargers, the last couple of games, they've been winning, and they've been winning by leaps and bounds. So maybe they are. Maybe they on the come up.
Okay, Preacher.
I still Chief.
Still the Chiefs
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
not the Chargers?
They played a good game last week, but I believe the Chief will hold their own
Mm-hmm.
in that part of the NFL. And to me,
Even after the Chargers beat the Chiefs.
even after, because and this is just my opinion, they across the board they doing what they can to keep the ratings up in the NFL. So if you give one particular team,
This ain't got nothing to do with politics.
Conspiracy theory. I came out here with a conspiracy theory.
I said my opinion.
This ain't got nothing to
I
do
didn't
with
say nothing about
politics.
it. I said nothing about the. I'm just saying. I noticed certain things. Okay.
This ain't the smoking gun. This ain't backing to the left.
He asked me, and I'm explaining.
It's his opinion. That's why we have 4 quarters.
That's why he way in the corner.
Well, you the one that can't get out.
Well, yeah, you're right.
All right, Coach.
I think it's Kansas City still.
Okay.
I do think Phillip Rivers is the MVP this season. I think he's having a phenomenal year. But if you look at that game, Kansas City dominated the game for 3.5 quarters and just collapsed at the end. Just kind of gave it away. I didn't see anything that the Chargers did that was superior to Kansas City. Kansas City still looked like the better team for the majority of the football game, especially their defensive line against the Chargers' defensive line. So I still think Kansas City is the best team in the AFC. The Chargers are, a close second, but I don't think if they played again in that same situation in Kansas City, they would be able to win again.
But this is why I give it to the Chargers too, because Kansas City has had tendencies throughout the season to collapse in the fourth quarter, not pull it all together.
But they didn't
And
have the
teams,
quarterback.
good teams, they don't collapse. Good teams find ways to win. The Chargers have found ways to win. And so there's no collapsing. If you're the top in the AFC, you're not going to collapse. The Chargers find ways to win.
Okay. All right, Coach. We're going to go back to what you just alluded to a few minutes ago. Quarter 2, are the Eagles a better football team offensively with Nick Foles than Carson Wentz?
Right now, yes, because Carson Wentz, I still don't think he's healthy.
Can you repeat the
100%.
question again?
Are the Eagles a better football team offensively with Nick Foles at quarterback than Carson Wentz?
And that's it sounds so ridiculous. But when you watch Philadelphia play, especially towards the end of the year with Nick Foles at quarterback, it just looks better. For whatever reason, I'm not going to sit here and say Foles is a better quarterback because I don't believe that. But he might be better for the Eagles
For the team.
at this moment. So right now, yes.
Wow. Okay. Cedric?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this right here. That's a sample size serving that we got. Yes, they beat the Rams. They did it again. They did the same thing they did last year that they're doing this year. Is they started their comeback with beating the Rams. But that's a sample size serving. Okay, and we're this knee jerk type league to where something happens, we knee jerk. Oh, look, is he a better quarterback for the Eagles?
No, well, let me
not
make sure
long-term.
I say this question. Are the Eagles a better football team offensively with Nick
Foles
Foles at the helm than Carson Wentz?
Well, again, so let's say it's for here. Let's look at the Rams. The Rams, their defense is not as good as people are putting it on the table to be.
Mm-hmm.
So the Eagles can put things together in certain positions, and maybe this is one of those teams that the Eagles just got their number. I want to see more. I don't know if I can truly answer that question because I want to see more of what the Eagles got, and you're not going to see that. I mean, they got the Texans coming up, and then they got Washington after that.
You didn't see that in the Super Bowl run last year?
Well, but that's that I'm telling you, that's lightning in the bottle.
Okay.
You caught lightning in the bottle, and they ran with it. Then before Wentz was in, you still had Nick Foles, and they was just kind of trudging along. Earlier this year, it wasn't like they was just doing things; they was just trudging along early this year. So that's a sample size, and you can't take one game and say, "Boom, he's the best quarterback for this team." So the jury is out.
Fair enough.
So you can't answer the question?
No,
Not right. Still too early,
it's too early because that's a sample size. It's one game.
Okay.
That's one game, and then guess what? He might, because remember last year, he came in and he was salty when he came in, but the Eagles kept winning.
I thought about looking at the stats of when Wentz started quarterback for the Eagles since he's been with the team versus Foles, and this is the Foles of this year, which is the first game we saw last year, and even back in 2013. After Vic left and Foles came in and had that 28 touchdown, 2 interception season.
That was the
we saw Foles then.
He's a streaky quarterback.
But that was
streaky.
But that was the Chip Kelly offense.
True.
And that Chip Kelly offense. Remember what happened in that Chip Kelly offense at the end of the season? Them players were tired.
Mm-hmm.
They just couldn't handle it. I mean, shoot, at the fourth quarter, they was giving up everything.
Okay, Shelley.
Cedric took my thunder. I was going to say I haven't seen enough to make that determination. So I need to see a little bit more of Nick Foles than Carson Wentz to compare them.
Okay.
Preacher. Yeah, we got to stop knee jerking around here.
Preacher.
I don't care.
That was my other answer. I really don't care about the Eagles anyway.
I don't give a damn about the Eagles.
They're not going to the playoffs, so it really don't matter.
I really don't even.
All right. Well, without
Even if they
further
weren't going to
ado,
the playoffs, I don't care about no Eagles.
let's go ahead and go to third quarter, Preacher. Is there more pressure on Jared Goff than it is Sean McVay?
I don't care.
Is there more pressure on Jared Goff than Sean McVay right now? Jared and then Goff as in Frank.
Yeah.
Is there more pressure right now on Goff than it is
Probably
head
Goff.
coach McVay?
Probably, yeah, Goff. I think so.
Okay.
Because they really, I feel like they're searching for something, and they really haven't found it just yet.
Mm-hmm.
And he might be the one that can pull it through, but he got to step up and do that.
Okay. Coach?
There's more pressure on Goff because he's the quarterback. And the quarterback always gets the blame when you play well and the blame when you play poorly. And he has been awful the last 3 games against Detroit, Chicago, and Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
He's reverted back to the Goff that we saw initially
when
he was drafted. And if that continues,
is this the Jeff Fisher Goff?
The Rams are going to be out of the playoffs pretty quickly if he doesn't start playing better, because the pieces around him are there. So he's not going to be given the benefit of the doubt because the weapons are there, and he's just not producing. He's like most quarterbacks. When you start to get pressure, you just panic. And he starts hearing those footsteps, and he hasn't been good.
Okay.
And it's just that simple. So more pressure's on him.
All right. Benchwarmer, is there more pressure on Jared Goff right now than Sean McVay?
I'm going to say McVay.
Because?
And the reason why I say McVay is because Jared Goff don't play defense.
Mm-hmm.
But this defense is not producing. They're not stopping teams like they should. Jared Goff, 23 points, 30 points. Yeah, Jared Goff this past, he was 24 for 32, 354 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 108 quarterback rating. That was this past game. I think more pressures on McVay because I think we put McVay in a different limelight. We always hold McVay, oh my God, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. what the greatest thing is they're starting to falter. And they're starting to falter because, yes, Jared Goff has not been playing great, but the defense hadn't been playing great either. If your quarterback, you need your defense that's going to stand up. Well, the defense hadn't been standing up either. So you get your sack leader, Aaron Donald, who's tied for number one in the NFL with 16 and a half. You got Ndamukong Suh. You got you got a defensive front that should be shutting people down and not doing it.
And they have some names.
Yeah, they got names. Yeah,
and a secondary.
Yeah, and a secondary. Akeem Talib. Yeah,
Akeem Talib.
They're not. The defense is not doing it. So I think the more pressure's on McVay
than is Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Okay. Shelley.
That was an intelligent answer.
I
wasn't it?
agree with Mr. Long. I'm sorry. I agree with Benchwarmer because isn't the coach held more responsible than the players?
In Dallas, he is.
But I'm just saying, wouldn't the coach be held more responsible because he has the overall supervision of the entire team?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so I would think that play calling and making sure the defense is doing what they're supposed to do, the whole gamut would be on his shoulders more than it would be the quarterback.
Okay.
So yeah, McVay.
All right.
You're
Quarter
all
four.
wrong.
What'd you say? We're all wrong.
Y'all all wrong. I'm right.
Here's the final quarter, Shelley. Is the Patriots dynasty over?
Ooh, that's an every year question, ain't it?
Shelley. Is the Patriots dynasty over?
Finally,
You hope.
yes.
And let me throw this tidbit in. This is the first time in 11 years that the Patriots have not clinched a playoff berth or the division this deep into the regular season, going into week 16. They have not clinched a playoff berth yet.
And they're on a 2-game losing streak right now.
They still will. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
No, they
they'll
won't.
clinch it.
Brady
Yeah.
is finished. He's finished kaput.
So do you
He
think
wants
their
to play
dynasty?
till he's 45, and he is not going to make it. No.
Is their dynasty over?
Yes, I
Okay.
think
Wife
so.
want him to
I
play.
want it to be over.
Looks like we got.
I'm tired of seeing the Patriots in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl. I need them to be done.
All right. Looks like we got 1 minute. We got to go yes, no, real quick.
Cedric,
I don't know where you.
is the Patriots dynasty over?
No.
No explanation.
Somehow or another, Patriots will still.
Take up too much time.
They'll still pick it out.
Yes, it's over.
You think it's over? Somehow or another, they'll still pick it out.
No,
It'll probably be over next year.
Yes,
no,
Okay.
it's not over.
it's over. It's
Preacher?
over
No, it's not.
now.
It's not over.
As long as you got the head coach and that quarterback, it's not over.
It's over.
And them all you need. That's all they had. Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
All right, that's it.
They think that they.
All right,
can
that's 4
make
As
quarters.
usual, love
but
those
it's
4 quarters.
over now.
Producer,
What, I mean, tell the security to be quiet.
I'm sorry.
Is that what you're saying?
My bad. Oh, and yes. Okay, so 4 quarters. Thank you, Professor.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much for 4 quarters. It's always real good. We are going to now move into our entertainment segment, and we have our young lady here, Alex. Lyons.
Alex.
Introducing
girl.
Alex Lyons. Preach, could you scoot back just a little bit? And Alex, can you scoot up just a little bit? You scoot back, she scoots up. And Alex is going to give us her review of The Haunting of Hill House.
The Haunting of Hill House. It's
Yes.
a Netflix series. It's like a horror Netflix series, and it's loosely based on a book written by Shirley Jackson called The Haunting of Hill House. And it's about this family who grew up in a haunted house, and they're plagued by it. They like wake up in the middle of the night at a certain time, and they like see ghosts and like all this other stuff. So it's a scary TV series, but it's not like completely scary. It's more of a mystery. So you're kind of just at the edge of your seat the whole time, and you're kind of drawn in, and it's really good. It's a really good series.
Do they know who's haunting the house?
Not initially, no.
Not initially, but it's getting there and they're
Yeah.
showing it.
You-
So
you
as the
figure it
series
out.
goes on,
Yeah. It's
is
really
it the
good.
first season or has it been going
Yes,
on?
first season, 10 episodes. Each episode is about 45 to an hour.
Mhm.
So it's really, you can watch one a day and be fine. Or you can watch all of them.
I
in
guess we
one
gotta
sitting.
binge watch it.
Yep.
Is there
Oh,
blood?
boy.
Blood.
Is it
Killing.
blood?
No,
Yeah, is there
Heads
blood,
get chopped
violence,
off.
and all that
there's
stuff?
killing. There's not blood, but there is people die.
Ugh.
It's a PG TV
See,
show.
Yeah.
I can't do the scary
But
movies
it's
anymore.
really-
It's not How to Get Away with
And
Murder.
I love.
It's not
scary
the haves and the
movies.
have-nots.
Uh-huh.
I love
Let
scary
her talk,
movies
please.
because they make me laugh because they're just absolutely ridiculous. All
They
scary
are.
movies, they're just ridiculous.
So
I
on an
laugh
A,
at
B,
them.
C, D scale, what rating do you give them?
A plus.
You give them an A plus?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. I'll
okay.
have to check that out.
I guess we will have to check it out,
Check that
Benchwarmer.
out.
It's really, really
So Alex, what school did you go to?
the University of Texas.
Oh, okay.
What are you studying? Oh,
I'm
yes, introduce yourself. Give us a little background.
I go to UT Austin and I'm studying early childhood education. I'm a senior, so this is my last
Woo!
year.
Congratulations.
Woo!
All right.
Congratulations.
Getting one more out the door.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I don't care where you get a school. You get a degree
Yeah, you
from
get
a
a
four-year
degree from a
university.
four-year. Mhm.
I'm
It
not
don't
hating
matter.
on that at all.
Yeah, AD, she does come from our side of the family. I'm part of that family. Hold up, watch
Leave her
yourself.
alone. Leave her alone.
Okay, so
We are
Alex,
encouraging our young people to continue on college and
Yes.
graduate.
Yes,
Stay and fight the good
Yeah.
fight.
I didn't do all this work for nothing.
Hello.
you go.
that's right.
And tell us about some of the things that you've done while you've been in school, as far as like your practicums and things like that.
So right now I'm in the final stretch of my college experience. So I'm doing something called PDS, which is Professional Development Sequence. And through PDS, I take classes and I visit elementary schools, like it's called like interning. So I
Mhm.
intern at these elementary schools to see like what grade I want to teach. And
Mhm.
my degree is from pre-kinder through 6th grade, so I'll visit classrooms in that range.
That's
just to see.
awesome. So do you get letters of recommendation from the places that you, excuse me, do you get letters of recommendation from the places that you are having these?
I could,
experiences
yeah. The teachers that I'm in classrooms with, obviously they could write recommendations for me. The lady who puts us in these schools, she used to be a principal in Austin ISD,
Awesome.
so she can get us in interviews and stuff like that. So it's really good.
Ooh,
It's really
UT
good.
is actually doing some pretty good stuff.
oh, so you don't
I have
even
to
go.
give it. I have to give it to the college for that. Academically, y'all are all right,
Yeah.
Don't even
but
go
for football,
I will not
we have
say
this love-hate
anything
relationship.
negative because I
all
believe
right.
in education, but I will not say anything positive.
UT did beat OU this year, so
But
And
they
we
didn't beat
turned
them when it
around and
mattered
beat their
most.
butts next.
Yeah, I'm just
So
saying, you
we
know.
we
most.
even.
I'm
We
just saying,
even.
you know.
Well, thank you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
You got to put the
Can
microphone.
you get the mic, please, so we can hear what you're saying?
Oh,
Hurry
I
up.
asked her was her internship still in Austin or is it up here in Dallas as well?
What you think?
Thank you so much. I know what
She's
All right.
going to school in Austin.
I'm talking right now. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
We're proud of you.
We are
Extremely
very
proud.
proud of you. We're excited and glad you finally got a chance to make it home, because we hadn't seen it in about a year. Has it been a year?
It's been a
No, we
while.
saw you in May. So,
Yeah, keep it going. Yeah,
Thank-
yeah.
huh?
Yeah. He's saying keep it going.
Oh, keep it going? Oh.
Okay, so we gotta take a break.
Mhm.
When we come back, we're getting into
We have a guest that's coming on the
yeah,
show.
yeah. We got
It's
so we're
Driphus
gonna double it
Jackson.
up, right?
Yes.
We're gonna
Are
double
both
it
of
up.
our guests here?
We have an extra guest, and this guest right here, he's on for a couple of minutes or two,
Awesome.
but he's on to introduce a product that that's
Oh,
near and
that
dear to my heart.
guest, That guest that's very dear to Benchwarmer's heart.
Yeah, he's on to introduce a product that's near and dear to my heart.
Hey.
You know, it's one of my favorite pastimes.
Oh my goodness. You don't have to go all that way.
Okay. So then we'll be right back. This is 41 Sports Talk Radio, foreignradionetwork.com. Alex, we appreciate
He's not gonna
thank
give you no freebies just because you saying all that.
I'm trying, but I want you to, Alex, we do want you to come back on for our pick
Yes.
segment. Is that okay?
Sure.
So you can,
Yes.
so yes, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm beating you
All right,
Are you?
just a little bit.
this is 41 Sports Talk Radio, foreignradionetwork.com. We'll be right back.
Let's roll.
All right.
It's all type of obstacles in the road. All type of hurdles to jump on. want to elevate out here. Just trying to elevate. We just want to elevate. We're going on the elevator up, elevation. Cause you're elevated. Let them see you sweat, never lose your patience. You can't stop my elevation. Elevator up, elevation. Cause you're elevated. Let them see you sweat, never lose your patience. Just trying to elevate. Ain't nobody getting murdered. I swear I didn't do it, and if I did it, then I didn't do it on purpose. I'm just trying to elevate. That's my motive. I cannot fold up. I'm looking to win and chop off the heads on all of the cobras. Stop with this and stop giving time to them if they didn't deserve it. Before I take a big risk, I take a second to see if it's. You ain't talking about no ends, cause being your friend just making me nervous. If you're real and they pretend, I be with the squad, just throw me a jersey. Elevate, let's go further and further. Don't let hate up on purpose. I be jumping over these hurdles, tighten up on my shit like a girdle. Somebody tell me what the word is. Only one hustle, you're worthless. If nothing I'm doing is working, then I know where a brick or a bird is. Yeah. And I promise you, I'm with the shit. Won't stop till all of my niggas rich, waiting on the government. We all got Glocks, not medicine. Going on the elevator up, elevation. Cause you're elevated. Let them see you sweat, never lose your patience. Stop my elevation. Elevator up, elevation. Cause you're elevated. Let them see you sweat, never lose your patience. Just trying to elevate, shine. I know you see me working. Why ain't you trying to help your man instead of doing everything to hurt me? You don't deserve me, and I don't deserve to be feeling lower than dirt. I kick the bitch to the curb and just elevate on my verbal, cause I know what I'm worth. Motivate me to go get my grind on. I need a chick that let me get my shine on. Go to the end of this earth for me. Go to church for me. Not just try to get a purse for me. Don't take it personally. Trying to go up and you bringing me down. I don't need no negativity around me, no baby. Yeah, I've been locked up again and again. Some of my enemies used to be friends. Won't let it down me, no baby. Just trying to elevate. But they don't want to see me win, no. And everybody playing innocent. With all the slick hating trying to dictate while I elevate. Only meditating on elevating. Elevator up, elevator on up. Let them hate, let them see you sweat. Never lose your day, you're elevated. Stop my elevation. All my elevator elevation. You're elevated. Let them see you sweat. Never lose your page. Don't lose your page. Keep elevating. But this beat is getting better.
Right.
I'm just trying to elevate. I'm just trying to elevate. Yeah.
He's patronizing me.
Elevate.
All right, this is 41 Sports Talk Radio, 4radionetwork.com. Y'all see the set has changed because you know how we do this. The entertainment hour has been entertaining for a long time now, hadn't it?
Yeah.
You know, every time, you know, since the producer came here, you know, we you brought some entertainment in too. But today we got a couple of guests coming over here. First, TJ with MVP Vodka. What's going on, sir?
Man, what's going on?
Oh man, we've been trying to do this for the longest, right?
Yeah, like over a year, maybe a couple years now.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years now.
We've been
Yeah,
at the golf tournament.
the golf
Was it
tournament.
golf
Yeah,
tournament?
yeah,
There was
yeah.
something
Then
else.
all white party.
an all white
the
party.
all
yeah,
white
yeah,
party. That's right.
Yeah. That's off the chain always.
Yeah, always.
And y'all always sponsor the all white party.
Yeah. Man, Dante. Anytime we need any professional athletes, and I reach out to Dante. Dante always
He took care of you.
He's a good
helps
guy.
us out. So anytime he needs my help, I'm always willing to donate a little bit and help out.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
awesome.
There, that's cool. So tell us how the whole MVP got started. Where'd that come from?
So my partner's Roy Williams, former UT receiver and NFL receiver, BJ Johnson. It was actually an investment opportunity for them to invest into another vodka company. Things just looking at all the paperwork, things didn't really add up and work out. So kind of set it on the shelf. And about a year later, Roy hit BJ up and said, man, how about we do our own? I caught wind of it. I had just helped another guy start up a company about 7 years before that and was about to sell for about $100 million. So BJ and them knew my background, my sales background, and my sports background. Played against BJ in high school, played against Roy from junior high through high school. So they knew my sports background, and we kind of all had that kind of same mentality. And, so it was kind of perfect timing, you know. Cool. So I got in and we designed the bottle and the taste, and a year and a half later, put it on the shelves.
All right now.
So now I think the pineapple.
No.
All
the lemon berry.
The regular and the lemon berry.
The lemon. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I've been privy to regular.
Okay.
And I
You have the lemon berry because
Actually,
we
I got
have
the
that
lemon berry
bottle
too.
at the
Yeah.
house.
I keep both bottles in.
He just don't remember because he drank.
I told you he didn't give me none.
They empty right now. I'll let you know that.
He didn't give me none, but we went to a store and it was in the store.
Yeah.
The one around the corner from the house. 'Cause I
Several
was like,
stores
look,
we've gone to.
MVP.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Several stores we've gone to. They
It's on the shelves.
Yeah, they're on the
It's
shelves.
a
Yeah.
steady grind, man. Being one of the small guys, the vodka category being so saturated, not a lot of people willing to help you until you know
Until you get big.
It helps them. You know?
Mm.
When you can sell a lot and they can make some money from it, then you know you get.
It's
little
a
bit more help.
win-win.
So man, it's a day-to-day grind. Like I said, I put the kids down and came up here, and the wife's still like, "Why you got to be out at 8 o'clock?"
I can relate.
Well, you know, we put a lot of eggs into the basket for this, so you know I'm gonna put everything I got into it.
Yeah.
So any other flavors you guys got on the coming out right now, or is you gonna work with these until?
Nah, man, we just probably gonna leave it at this. When we first launched, we said we were not gonna do a flavor, try to take the whole Tito's route and do that. But evidently that wasn't just going, you know, like I said.
But that makes it unique because there's no one else that I know of out there that has a lemon berry flavor.
There's no other lemon berry.
Right.
So that's one thing, you know, when we start talking about it, we're like, oh, apple, that's what was big.
Apple, pineapple.
So it was like, then it was like, well, man, we're MVP.
Yeah.
You know, we're supposed to be a step above the rest.
Right.
You know, let's figure out something that's not out there that's gonna really hit. And so lemon berry is paying the bills right now.
I know that's
And
right.
you guys introduced lemon berry at the golf tournament
Yes.
at the golf tournament, didn't you?
We
A couple of years ago.
we introduced it Super Bowl in Houston.
Okay.
And then of course that was the golf tournament right after that.
Right.
So what kind of berry is it? Strawberry or is mixed berries?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. Okay. I might like it then.
Oh,
I don't
you
really
will.
drink, so
Oh, you
I'll
will.
taste it just because.
I've had people that don't really drink like it, people that really drink brown that like it just because it's something different, you know. So the lemon berry, you know, a lot of people think, oh, that's good. Now you got something for the ladies. I know more men that drink the lemon berry than ladies. So
Really?
yeah.
Because I like strawberry and lemonade, so I'm like, okay, lemon berry, strawberry, I might like it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right there, just a warning for everybody. If you mix it with strawberry lemonade,
You're gonna be
watch
out.
yourself.
I'm like a light, huh? Look, I don't have to mix nothing. All I need is a sip and I'll be out.
You
So
will not taste it.
It's gonna be like there was that drink you had, Boone's Farm or something like that. No, not Boone's Farm, but no. What was the other drink you back in the day when you was in high school? You used to
Don't tell me, Mad Dog.
no, not Mad Dog. No, it was a drink we used to drink in high school. That was like that like you couldn't taste it, but it was gonna tear you up.
I don't know what you're talking about. First of all, I didn't drink in high school, so
Everclear.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's Everclear with mixed with something though.
Everclear?
Yes,
That
Everclear
trash can
mixed with something.
punch.
Yeah, Everclear. Yeah, but wait, back in high
Trash
school
can
we used to make trash can punch though.
In high school?
I mean, wait.
College.
No.
Man.
Yeah.
I didn't drink in high school.
No, I was straight in
Was
high
you
school.
making
I didn't
trash
drink.
can punch in? You're not gonna tell.
Yeah. I was straight. Yeah. I was straight.
He's like, I'm gonna deny it till I die.
Yeah.
Nope, not me.
So how's,
I was in church too.
there you go.
Me too.
I was drinking communion.
You go.
So
stop
how's the
that.
ride been?
Man, it's definitely been a ride.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, just a lot of traveling, a lot of sweat, blood, and tears, a lot of late hours. But I mean, feel like in the end it'll be worth it.
Worth it, yeah.
I mean, that's just starting off a business. You gotta grind, and if you want it to be sold, you got to get out and do it yourself, or you got to hire people. For us, it was like rather spend our money on the marketing than hiring people. So we got to be out there even more. So it's definitely been a grind, but it's been some smiles, it's been some tears. But they say most businesses fail
in the first 5 years.
Yeah. And so
What year was this established?
we are 3 years in right now.
Wow.
So
y'all are marketing and doing well for just being 3 years into it.
Yeah. So
I was thinking y'all was 17 years out.
Nah,
And
three years in October.
Wow.
We hit, and we're in Texas, Nevada, and Colorado.
Wow.
That's
And
awesome.
it is an African American liquor company.
Owned, yes.
Yeah, 100%.
By black.
Yes, African American owned liquor.
Yes.
And most
Made
times,
right here in Dallas.
yeah, made in Dallas. Okay, where the
Y'all have your
distillery
own
at?
distillery and all that?
Yeah, the distillery behind the old Texas Stadium.
What?
Yeah. Right
Oh, were
down
they fracking over there?
Right down 482.
Oh, okay.
down the street from
Get
Dr. Pepper.
yourself out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I come and do taste tests and see.
Boy. You
But,
know what you
uh,
should do too? There's this lady called, her name is Janine Stevens. She does tours of Dallas, and she goes to distilleries and brings people on this huge bus. People pay money to go see the little
Oh yeah.
places and stuff that they would not regularly see.
Yeah, we definitely need to link up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, so where can we get the vodka?
You can get it at Specs,
Get
Goody
it right
Goody, Siegel's, Total Wine, a bunch of independents, your liquor depots, liquor outposts, stuff like that. You can get it at all those stores in Texas.
Cool.
Do you have better luck at the local the local distributors than you do like your Specs or something like that? Where's your
The mom and pops.
Mom and
Well,
pops.
I mean, with Specs having almost 200 stores, it's like, I mean, if you can get
in, you
get a
in.
case,
So you
it's
wholesale to
every
them?
store. Yeah. So we're, that was our first meeting we ever had. And so
Wow.
we got in Specs first, and then came back. It's a lot easier dealing with Goody Goody and Siegel's because they're based here in Dallas. I can go sit down and talk face to face whoever I need to, and
Right.
not have to do emails and stuff like that. Specs, being the big dog and being in Houston is, a lot of hoops you gotta jump through even just to get a meeting.
Red tape.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh,
Red
yeah.
tape.
Mhm.
yeah, just to
I
get a
can
meeting,
see
and
that.
then plus, you ain't making them no big money yet. So, you kind of get pushed and pushed and pushed back, and then you get your chance to get in there. Just got to be ready when you get in there.
So have you had any celebrity endorsements? I know you have Roy Williams, but any other celebrities that have tasted it and been like, I want to endorse this product?
Actually, I mean, we're in talks with a couple guys. I got some NDAs out there, so can't really
Right.
Oh, gotcha.
say
Okay.
any names. But I mean, we've done
But
bottle
you're in
signings.
talks.
We've done bottle signings at many events. So we've had Terrell Owens in West Texas. We had him in Vegas. We've used Champ Bailey and Dre Bly out in Denver.
Okay.
There's a lot of guys we
Nice
reach out to
names.
that will come out and help us out and sign bottles for a couple hours, and
Cool.
and then fly back home. So that's always fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Well, we your number. Well, I'm your number 2 fan or something like that. But
all I
before-
know is he brought it home and I didn't see it no more.
Before-
I saw an empty bottle the next 2 days.
Now, it does us no good if we just bring the product and just let it sit there, because that could be water, it could be whatever.
Martez, you missing out.
We
You
need to
supposed
make,
be
we
up
need,
here.
we need to make sure the product is good. So you mind if we make sure the product is
I
good?
would want nothing less than.
All
Let's
right.
Let's see something here. Do we
Sharing is caring.
do we do
Yes.
it with ice or without ice?
Either way,
See,
man.
Alex,
This
you
one right here,
21
this
yet?
one right here, you can't go.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh no! Don't be trying to come
Uh-oh.
up here now. Don't be trying to come up here now that we opening the bottles. If you open it, they will come.
Oh, yeah.
3 minutes.
Let's see here. Go ahead. See what you got.
I like that bottle.
Yeah, so right now we partnered up with the Bill Bates tailgate.
Okay.
So we've done every Cowboys game and every college game that's been at AT&T.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I know. Last week, for the Eagles game, 1,400 people at the tailgate.
What?
Only vodka they can drink is MVP.
Now this is
Now
made
that's
with
awesome.
natural flavors. It's made with a craft distilled
It's made with wheat.
wheat. Okay.
So, there wasn't, when we came out 3 years ago, still not now, but there's not too many wheat vodkas made in America.
Ooh.
You get a lot of corn, potato,
Mm,
rye, different things like that. But so we went with wheat.
okay.
Okay.
My man, what we think?
I'm about to. I want to
me.
say cheers with
Oh,
the Benchwarmer.
Hold up now. The designated drive and drink. Okay.
I just need a swallow
All right, I'll get you a
I
swallow.
to
could've
taste the strawberry
sworn
lemon.
Somebody
I said a swallow.
they didn't drink.
You can.
I don't.
I could have sworn somebody
could
He,
said that.
he
Smell it.
gave me too much. I'm gonna share with Alex.
You can smell it. It smells good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Give
the
me
smell
another
is
cup
good.
so I can give some to Alex. You know that's too much.
Alex.
All right, well, I
She's
can't wait on
21.
y'all. So.
Anybody else?
Anybody else?
Taste test. Taste
Let me have
test.
that other cup.
Oh, look at Alex. She running up here.
See, let me have that other cup so she can get a swallow. I just need a swallow.
All right.
There you go. You can have the most.
All right.
You in college. I know you.
Get my
having
daughter
some.
drunk up in
Cheers,
this bad boy.
everybody.
All right.
All right.
There we
All
go.
right,
Right.
MVP.
taste.
Oh yeah.
That's great. That's nice
Oh,
and
yeah.
smooth. I like that.
Oh yeah.
I like that right there.
Boy.
Have mercy.
Wait a minute. You don't. Why is it still?
Why is
Wait a
Am I
minute. Why
supposed
is
to
it
drink it?
supposed
Am
to be
I supposed to
empty?
shop it
He
back?
didn't take a shot.
Oh, my bad. I was
I'm pink and
throw it
sipping.
back?
Hold on. Here we go.
Rookies.
Oh Lord, I gotta throw it back. Okay, all right, here we go. My little swallow.
Like the Cosby, chug-a-lug.
Ooh.
It is really smooth.
Yeah, and there's the aftertaste
nice
is that
aftertaste,
berry.
too, the
Yeah,
berry
yeah,
flavor.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay, look like I'm driving today.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay, I'm a virgin at drinking. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not a shot taker, but
But that was
I
good.
do like the flavor, the
That berry.
berry lemon part, because I've tried to taste when he drinks, the stuff he drinks, and it's too strong. So that was not too bad. It burns a little in my chest, but
Put some on your
I'll
chest.
be all right. Yeah,
Well, yeah, the
I
thing-
like the berry
the thing
flavor.
with us is we got
lemon
two
berry.
guys on our team. One of them just drinks beer, and one of them doesn't drink at all.
Oh,
So the whole time we were trying to develop the flavor or the taste, between us five,
It was hard,
It
huh?
had to be where
Everybody
could drink
where
it.
anybody,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
non-drinkers can taste it and be okay.
And you
Yeah,
can
it's
tell.
not-
you
it's
can tell.
Bad,
yeah.
Anybody
yeah.
can drink it. It's real
Mhm.
smooth.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. Normally, when I'm trying to taste a vodka or whatever he's drinking, every now and again I try to humor him.
It's funny. It's
It is funny.
It's funny.
Look, a sip will have me passed out, but it
You-
doesn't.
we
burn
humor
as
each other at
bad.
home because we can't be out humoring
Yeah,
each other.
I can't do it while I'm out. I'll embarrass him.
Mm.
But yeah, it doesn't burn. So yeah.
It is
It's
good.
awesome. Thank you very much,
There
sir.
you
Yes,
go. Thank
yes,
you.
yes.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I like that flavor.
That is good. That is good.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're gonna keep it moving.
He mixing it up.
We're gonna keep it moving. Are we on and off or gonna run on in? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So our next guest
You
that's
stay
coming
here.
up is
We talking sports now.
Mr. Driphus Jackson. Hi. How are you?
I'm all right.
Got on that Nike swoosh.
Yes.
Just do it.
Got to.
Mic work?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Headphones work?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Good to go. Welcome to the show.
Thank y'all for having me.
You're
We appreciate you
welcome.
being so Rice, right?
Yes.
Quarterback.
Yes, sir.
You graduated, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When did you graduate?
2015.
2015.
Yes.
Okay. How was that whole Rice feel? What said I'm going to Rice?
Oh man. So I was a little bit different coming out of school. My dad played like a huge role in my life. That's my boy. So he raised me to be a contingent man.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking 10 years down the line instead of the 5 or the 2 or the 3. And I knew that once I graduated from Rice,
Uh-huh.
it's just a matter of, the relationships that you have that will be able to put me in positions that I'm in today. So I was, fortunate enough to be able to go to Rice. I graduated with 3.0, got out of there.
What was your major?
I was a sports management major.
Okay.
And initially I thought I was going to do commercial real estate, come out of school, and ended up working out where I got into pharmaceutical sales. And so that's what I do full time. And outside of that, I also started my own football training service called Hardcamp Football Academy, where we focus on actually teaching the kids the game instead of just, piling a bunch of kids into the camp.
You teaching them fundamentals.
Yes.
I would say, now talk to us about now, as a quarterback, that means you've got to learn, you got to know all other fundamentals of what they're doing.
Yes.
So do you have a team or did you start out, well, okay, me and a couple of guys, we're going to start teaching, or?
The way that it actually started out, I've been working with quarterbacks for some time. So I started working with quarterbacks probably when I was a senior in high school, somewhere real locally, working with some kids in Midlothian and Cedar Hill. And then from there, when I got off to college, I started working with some kids in high school. And once I got back from college, I was doing the same thing. And I was involved with a couple camps in the Metroplex. And it was always one thing that I always noticed or knew was that with a lot of kids, spending a lot of money to come to these camps, but they wasn't always getting the direction that they wanted. And in my eyes, is what's the purpose of having these camps if you're not actually gonna be able to teach these kids anything? So we took a different approach, and the concept came from me, but the actual action started with a bunch of people. So my direct business partner is my partner. His name is Tevrick Boyd. So he works with me. Any kind of ideas that I have, I shoot to him, and he helps me out with that. As well as Camille Jackson, who went to school right up here in Arlington. He went to Sam Houston High School, and then Anthony Wallace, who went to Skyline. He's been somebody that's been able to help me out as well. From there, I kind of formed that group, and those guys have been, more than helpful when it comes to just getting the word out. And we're looking forward to having a big 2019 coming up this year.
Do either of them play, the two gentlemen?
Yeah, so Anthony Wallace, he went to Skyline, and he went to Oregon, and then finished up in North Texas. And
what position?
He played linebacker.
Okay.
And then Camille Jackson went to OU and finished up at Blinn. And he played receiver. And he was, Camille was like one of the best receivers to come out of the Metroplex. And then Anthony was a Under Armour All-American. And then I was an Army All-American when I came out of high school as well.
Cool. Okay.
So sounds like your mindset while you were in high school was teaching.
Yes, sir. That, like I said, my dad had always put into me, being able to pour back into these young people. I say young people like I'm not one of them. But
just a tad bit older.
Even when I was in high school, always being aware that there's always people watching you. So I had the opportunity to, even when I was in middle school, mentor, work with a couple of the kids and everything. And that kind of just set the foundation from what I was doing going forward. And then when I was at Rice, they had a really good program when it came to actually working with, younger kids, high school kids and things like that. And that platform actually gave me the confidence to actually be able to step out and do it on my own.
Right.
You got a question?
I said right.
Okay.
That's good.
So when you're out there, when you're teaching these kids, does that give you like some of the greatest pleasures in seeing that they're moving on and taking some of your lessons?
Definitely, yes. But I'm a quarterback by nature, but I grew up like a defensive player.
You just love football.
I'm a football player.
I thought you were gonna say running back, because most quarterbacks start.
I started out playing running back. I played linebacker. Actually, when I first started playing football, I played left tackle.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we played with the Cedar Hill Bears. I was playing left tackle, and then when we missed a year, and then when I finally started playing.
Was it a Pop Warner League?
I think
no,
it was just like
Cedar Hill wasn't Pop Warner.
No, they weren't Pop
Warner.
No,
he said Cedar Hill Bears.
They weren't Pop Warner.
Longhorns.
They weren't Pop Warner.
Oh, okay.
So we would just start off with a little small local league, but it was pretty competitive. And from there, I played like fullback, then running back, then linebacker, then safety. So I grew up, like I said, a lot rougher than most quarterbacks grew. I didn't even play quarterback until I got into middle school.
Oh wow!
So from there, that physicalness allows me to think beyond the realm of just playing quarterback. And
how was that transition into being a quarterback from left tackle?
I mean, well, it just it was a matter of growth at that point.
Is it natural?
I was a little pudgy kid back in the day, and then from there, it just kind of just grew up to be the man that I am now. But the foundation was laid with my dad because he was very big into working out. But then when we started to work with these kids now, like I'm big on actually focus on teaching the kids the game. So like I said, whenever we're working with these kids, a lot of times they are more enamored with the offers and
Right.
the colleges and things like that.
Right.
So what we want to do is break it down to them from the beginning stages. So before we even start the camp, we have an hour where we devote time to teaching them about recruiting, things that they shouldn't put on their Twitter, things that they shouldn't put on their social media.
Yes,
So you
yes.
can
Please
run around with a
teach
bong on your Twitter, right?
Please teach them social media etiquette,
So,
please.
we want to focus on those kind of things because those are the things that separate, at least in the high school level, those are the things that are going to separate you from either receiving that Division I offer or you receiving that, the D2 offer. And there's nothing wrong with those schools, but we have a lot of kids that fall through those cracks just because they don't know or they don't think anybody's watching.
And do you talk to them about the football sometimes, well, not sometimes, but most times being a means to an end to an education?
Yes. So we talked to them about, we're working with a group called Team Grind, which is a part of the group, the gym that I'm a part of, Athletic Zone. And what Team Grind does is they come in and they stress the importance of everything off the field. So we're talking about education, we're talking about more than, like I said,
Life
a lot
after
of
football.
Yeah, a lot of kids, that we're going to be that are a part of the camp, African American kids. So we talk to them about things like police brutality and how to deal with those things when you get off the field, because there's a lot more to life than football. So once we actually get ready to take steps onto the football, the kids are excited because it sounds like we're preaching to them, obviously, when we're in those rooms. But establishing that foundation would keep a lot of kids out of trouble.
Yes,
That's
please
cool.
do.
I think it was a couple of baseball players this year. 25, 26 years old, 27, but got in trouble because of stuff that they posted on their social media back in high school.
Yeah.
So I think that's real big.
That's same with Calamari. He got in trouble for what he posted when he was 14 years old.
14 years old.
Yeah,
Twitter.
And those kind of things, like I said, once we get into sports talk, I'll elaborate more into those things. But when those are mistakes that were made when a lot of times we don't even
before
think
they
I'm pretty sure if you go back and look at my Twitter from years ago, you'll find some things of me talking reckless on there. But it's just a matter of, like I said, it's just a maturation process, and we can't.
That's what they need to understand, that you can't put on a 14-year-old what you could put on an 18 or 25-year-old. You got to look at where they are in their maturity level when they're using social media. They're using it for fun at 14. They're not using it for professional quotes and motivation for somebody.
That's the beauty of the camp, is that we are stressing the importance of building the brand now, because
From
you can see now where kids are, they got a kid online that gets paid $3.2 million to play with toys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So teaching the kids,
to be a kid again.
Teaching those kids those kind of things and the value of your own image goes far beyond the game, but it also allows them to become that entrepreneur. So you hear about players that going to the NFL or going to college who end up broke. Well, they don't have a means of understanding where to start when it starts to create their business. So these are things that we're going to be putting to these kids before they even step out into the real world.
Do you bring in professional players to speak to the kids during the camp?
That's the goal. So like I said, we just started this camp last year.
Okay.
And so going into this year, I have a lot of relationships with some guys that play in the NFL. So I'll be reaching out to them, trying to get them involved. If we have any local NFL players who would love to come in and speak to some of the kids, or if you guys may know anybody.
NFL PA?
Yeah, let's link up. Let's
Yeah,
link up.
we work with the
we might know
NFL
somebody.
PA. Somebody that knows somebody.
I play golf with about half of the ex players out here.
So that's what we want to do. We want to get those bodies in front of these kids, but we want them to come from a real space. Like we're not. So my camps are not. It's not politically correct.
Okay.
So when we come in, we talk to the kids
speak
like
the
men.
truth.
Yeah, we speak the
Right.
truth. We make sure that we're not disrespectful. We inform the parents of what we are and the expectations that we are setting. But football,
You're not sugarcoating anything.
No, and football is not a game. It's a raw game. And
What's
we
the
wanna make
age range?
So we start from middle school. So from 6th grade all the way through high school.
Okay.
We have our first camp February 9th.
Oh, that's right around the corner.
Yeah, February 9th we have our first camp, and that would be for the 6th through 8th grade, and then we have another camp February 23rd for the high school kids, and both camps will be at Cedar Hill High School.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can get you invited to. We do a what we call a college gridiron showcase, and the college gridiron showcase is a showcase that actually brings in those students that are actually the college students that are getting ready to go into the pros. These players are kind of drafted from the 4th round to the 7th round, but their mindset, they're doing the same thing you're doing. they get they've gotten participation from all 32 teams, their trainers and everything. So it's pretty big. They're here in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And they start January the 9th.
Yeah, Mike Bobineau had invited me to come out to that.
Yes.
During that time. So
I think that would be I think that would be a good space for you to kind of look, and you sound to me like, you know what, you absorb lessons and you listen, and you know you grow from what you hear. You know, so this would be a good space for you to get a part of. So I want to make sure that you are a part of this, so that you can see what you want in a full-blown setting. But this setting is a college setting. You're trying to take it to a smaller setting.
Yeah, I want to do it on a high school level, and we're looking to expand. So that's the important. Like, if there are any local high school coaches, I say high school coaches, but coaches that have played collegiate football, no matter what level, I'm encouraging those guys to reach out to me, because we're looking for coaches. Once we start to expand, we're going to be needing more of these guys to be able to take over at these different locations that we're going to be having these camps throughout the city.
Put my ring in there.
Right,
Put my head in the ring.
right.
There you go.
So tell us, how do people sign up their children to get in your program?
Yes, so it's 2 avenues. Well, the main one is going through the website. It's www.hardcountfa.com, and it's pretty self-explanatory from there. You just go to the position that you want to sign up for, click the position, put your information in, and then from there, all that data comes straight to my phone, and then I'll keep a record of who's signing up for camp. Or you can show up on site and sign up for the camp as well. The camp initiation fee is going to be $50, but you get a free shirt. What we're looking for is sponsors, because I don't want to charge these kids to come participate in these camps. So sponsorship dollars are going to be important going into 2019, so we can take care of a group of these kids and make sure that it gets to a point where we can actually invite local talent out. So the basis of Hard Count in general is to be creating an environment like open run, like, with basketball, where you show up to the court, you see your 5 best, you grab your 5 best.
Right.
It's gonna be the same situation. We're trying to get kids, some of the top recruits in the Dallas area. If you got the #1 receiver and the #1 DB in the area, and they are going back and forth on Twitter talking about who better, well, what place better than to get it in than at Hard Count Football Academy.
How many students can you take for your camp?
So we only allow
What's the max?
We only allow 100 students.
100.
But each position is capped. So like I said, we don't run into a position. If I was a money hungry person and I wanted to come in and charge these
you're not
kids,
capping nothing.
No, I'm not capping anything. I'm trying to get as many people on there, but we cap it so we can make sure that each position is focused.
Right.
Each position is the camp in general is ran like a college football practice. So each position has its own position coach. For instance, I usually work with the quarterback. So one of my other quarterback coaches, he'll work with the quarterbacks. We only have 6 quarterbacks. We'll have 6 linebackers, 6 quarterbacks, 10 linebackers, 10 running backs, 24 receivers, 24 DBs.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we also take the big boys as well. So we do, I think it's 10 D linemen and 15 D linemen and 15 offensive linemen.
Nice.
So we want to make sure that we get everybody taken care of, because the game is more than just
right.
The boys that get the brunt of the show. It's also the big boys up front.
Right. How are you marketing and getting this?
So Facebook ads, I do it. I have incentives set in place for my coaches in order to get them out there and to actually start promoting the camp. We haven't pushed out any flyers yet. We're waiting on some corrections on the flyers.
Okay.
But once we get those together, we'll be pushing out the flyers. My coaches will be pushing it. I'll be pushing it. Obviously, I work directly with James, so I have James helping me out as well.
So we'll definitely post.
Yeah,
it
make
to
sure you
the
get.
social
We'll
media,
post on
our accounts.
Yes.
And then the gym that I'm a part of, Coach D at Athletic Zone, he is also the gym, and the coaches are actually going to help me promote the camp as well.
Where's the gym located?
So the gym is located in West Dallas,
Okay.
right in Trinity Grove, right on the other side of I think it's Woodard Rogers Bridge.
Right.
It is off of Singleton Boulevard, right across the street from Cypress Trinity Grove's apartments.
Okay.
And I mean, it is literally going to be one of the best places for anybody to come work out. It's, like I said, it's right in the heart of downtown. It's Black-owned business. So, it's a lot of opportunities. We kind of set the trend of what's going on. We want us to be the trend of what's going forward in the Dallas area. And I think that, since we typically do set the culture, we want to make sure that we continue to do that in the fitness industry as well. So whenever we get an opportunity, he should be up here. He's been blowing me up. I just haven't had the opportunity to answer. We'll be able to get him to come on and talk about it as well.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Good job.
we definitely.
Is
So
he here?
I think so.
Okay.
yeah,
So we're gonna call him.
Yeah, we
up.
definitely got to make sure we come out and support.
Yes.
know.
I wish it was around when my son was younger. He's in college now, a freshman. So do you have any internships?
So that's the thing. What we're trying to do is create opportunities for these guys when they come out of school as well. So if they're going to be home for the summer, we encourage those college football players that are going to be home for the summer to reach out to me. So if they can, we can have them come on and come coach during those camps during the summer. The more that we grow and the more that we expand, the more that we grow and the more that we expand, the more coaches we're going to need.
Cool.
Yeah, he's a receiver.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
receiver.
Yeah, so I mean,
He also plays safety.
whenever he gets home and he wants an opportunity to come work with kids, I pay the coaches handsomely, so he would be more than, we would love to have him out there.
What kind of qualifications does he has to have? Just that he plays football?
He plays football. Everything is contract work, so it's not like I'm not doing a W-2. So
woo woo, he needs a job.
So
There's a question. Tony Estelle asked, "How can someone become a sponsor?"
By reaching out to me.
I put the website on there, so
is
he
there
can
a
go
number
through the
or-
website.
So first of all, shout out to Uncle Tony.
Okay.
That's
Look at
Oh,
him.
that's what that is.
That's what that is. You
Yeah.
know what?
It's still 88.
Hey,
that's
ain't
my-
nothing wrong with starting with family.
Yeah, that's like my second dad.
It's still 88.
Mhm. Yes, I got to give it up to Duncanville. I am a Cedar Hill
Yeah.
alumni, but they did whoop up on Allen. So
Yeah, they did,
I have
yeah.
to
They
mention
represented
that.
the South.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
excited
yeah.
that they did that. And Coach
Class of
Samples,
88.
I'm a huge fan of Coach Samples.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes. My son played with Coach Samples for, was it 2 years?
Yeah, 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, he played from 2 years and then we transferred him to another school.
What year
So
did you finish at Cedar Hill?
2011.
Okay.
Okay.
You was
Oh,
one
yeah.
on one of the state teams?
No, I wasn't on the state team. I couldn't get it done when I was there. But we had the quarterback before us, Will Cole, in that class in 06.
Mhm.
They knocked it out. And
Yeah.
then after me,
he came out in 2011
Yes,
in
ma'am.
high school?
Mm-hmm.
He was at school with Daniel.
Daniel and
Alex wasn't there yet.
Cedric was
was there.
yeah, they
Two
went
boys,
to Cedar
our
Hill.
two sons.
Yeah,
I guarantee y'all know them. I'm not great with
They were in the
names.
band.
they was in the band.
Yeah, so I'll probably know their faces.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be great with names. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'm bad
Tony
with
said,
names.
"Hey, Sid. Hey, Shelly.
What's up?
What's up? You better use our stage names."
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break,
Okay.
and when we get back, we're gonna get into some entertainment talk.
Are we?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. When we get back, we're gonna get into entertainment talk. We appreciate you. We appreciate having y'all.
We appreciate y'all having
Yes,
me.
thank
We
you.
appreciate having y'all, man.
We'll have you back up during the sports hour, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
Doing
And
this.
then
Nancy,
Coach
you
D
know
will
what
be
you're
here?
doing. If
Okay,
you know what
hopefully.
you're doing.
Yeah.
In the
So
sports
wait,
hour.
Yeah, I'll definitely
If
give
you know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. Trust me. I know.
You better stop teasing, folks.
I know.
I like him. Don't be running him
Can you
off.
hold your own? You know.
I'll be right here with you, especially if you're a
All
Dak fan.
right now.
From what?
If you're a Dak fan.
I was gonna ask you. Is there some fundamentals we need to talk to Dak about, or what?
I mean, we'll discuss.
Okay,
that.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you're a quarterback and everything. You coaching and everything. I want to see what this is all about.
Well,
have
I
a-
love
have
to
an
see
opinion.
young people taking their gifts and giving back to the community. I think that's a really honorable thing to do. So
I appreciate it.
yeah,
And, like
and
I said,
I mean, I remember trying to put my son into sports programs, and they was $200-300 for 3
Man.
days, and I was like, I was a single mom. I was like,
no, we try and do something like I said where the kids can afford it, but we also, like I said, we're looking for sponsors.
Yeah,
I
and the
want-
sponsors make it for you.
I want to make sure that the kids don't have to pay for it. So if we can get it to that point, then I'll be more than willing to make it for free. But obviously, we got to make sure that the bills are paid.
Of course. Awesome.
All right, well, we'll be
Thank
right
you
back.
so much.
Yes, thank you. 41 Sports Talk Radio, 41radionetwork.com. We will be right back. I think we will.
Whether you love me not, we don't have to act like we hate each other. I'll
have love for you. Whether you love me not. We don't have to act like we hate each other. I'll always have love for you, yeah. We both played the fool. I broke all the rules. Ended up losing you. Taken away from my babies too. But I still don't hate you. Guess that's just in some women's nature. But can we try to be cordial? Forget about the past before us. For my baby's sake, I hope it's not too late to try to put my pride aside. Cause it's not about you and I. Can we please try to see eye to eye? Cause I don't hate you. Let's negotiate cause it takes two. And I can't keep losing sleep at night. Time keeps flying by. We don't have to like each other. I just wanna be there for ya. And I don't care who's wrong or right. I'm just trying to be there for mine. What you want me to do? Nothing's gonna stop me from loving you. Whether you love me not. We don't have to act like we hate each other. I'll always have love for you. Whether you love me not. We don't have to act like we hate each other. I'll always have love for you, yeah. Far back as I can remember, yeah. When I placed that ring on your finger, I wasn't ready for love, but I ain't on the same stuff. And everybody fucks up. Not that I'm trying to make excuses for the times that I hurt you, but now that I have learned, I'm building up new bridges. There's quite a few ones I burned. Hope we could be on better terms. And hopefully we can try to see eye to eye. Cause I don't hate you. I just gotta let you know that I'm always available. And I can't keep losing sleep at night. Time keeps flying by. We don't have to like each other. I just wanna be there for ya. And I don't care who's wrong or right. I'm just trying to be there for mine. What you want me to do? Nothing's gonna stop me from loving you. Whether you love me not. We don't have to act like we hate each other. I'll always have love for you. Whether you love me not. We don't have to act like we hate each other. I'll always have love for you, yeah. Rest in peace, Rick James. Mary Jane, Mary Jane. Yeah. Mary Jane and Hennessy. Let's elevate together. Girl, when it's you and me, we stay on the same level. We both love Mary Jane. We be elevating just the same way. Mary Jane. I feel so special to have you sitting in my passenger seat. rolling up OG for an OG, yeah. If you really know me, you know I get the best smoke from the east to the west coast. So you can miss me with that corner, that potpourri. Cause do you know I smoke on the baddest, and my chick is the baddest, yeah. Do you know when we didn't have a lighter, we used the stove. And while this world's spinning out of control, me and my girl keep weed to roll. That's how we roll. Mary Jane and Hennessy, let's elevate together. Girl, when it's you and me, we stay on the same level. We both love Mary Jane. We be elevating just the same way. Mary Jane, yeah. See, I'm her king, so she rolls it in the king size cone. We don't go half on her, baby, we go half on the whole zone, yeah. And we still smoke Swisher Sweets. You know we love to hit it up in a bone. Feel like that. It don't really matter to me, as long as it's that strong. Do you know my blunts is the fattest, and my chick's ass is the fattest, yeah. Do you know we smoke till we elevating off of the flow. And while this world's going out of control, you know we keep some Hennessy to pull. That's how we roll. Mary Jane and Hennessy, let's elevate together. Girl, when it's you and me, we stay on the same level. We both love Mary Jane. We be elevating just the same way. Mary Jane, yeah. Mary Jane, do you know?
All right. 41 Sports Talk Radio, 41radionetwork.com. This right here is this is the end of the show. So at the end of the show, we're getting hyped.
We're back. And now we're going to answer
We're
questions.
getting hyped. Okay, and shut her up. Okay, so at the end of the show, we're getting hyped, okay? It's loud. Well, you got to turn yours down. You got a thing right there. This is the end of the show free for all. We got our drinks working. You know, you good now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Everybody good now?
I'm gonna be very honest. After that little sip I had, I felt a little something in my head.
Oh,
see,
my
I'm telling
gosh. What a lightweight. Oh my gosh.
I was sitting there, I was like, something is going on up here. I said, is that what a buzz feels like?
I'm driving home.
We'll be right back.
I don't think I've ever had a buzz. So I was like, it was,
you have.
I have, but I didn't feel it. Like I felt a little something.
So
in
you're
my
saying
head.
it sneaks up on you later, smooth as it is.
Oh, this
I
right here
guess
is
so.
smooth.
I guess so.
With the VE.
But I really did. I was like, what is that?
Let's do this right here. You okay with it?
I'm okay.
You sure?
I'm okay now.
Oh, the giggles. The buzz giggles. Oh my gosh.
It's not.
Exactly.
Oh, man, y'all
Next.
need to quit it.
Alex,
quit
you
it.
want to take her place?
That's funny. That's funny.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Can we get some entertainment news a little bit?
We're gonna get.
We are entertained,
We're gonna
right?
get into some
Yes.
celebrity birthdays, and so with the celebrity birthdays, y'all have to guess
Oh,
the
yeah.
age of the person that I tell you is having a birthday today. So first up,
43.
is
I'm just playing.
director Steven Spielberg has a birthday today.
Oh,
Anybody want to
Steven
guess?
Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Rude.
72.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah, I was gonna say something like that.
75.
I was 73.
Old.
That's your guess. Oh,
Professor?
77.
77. TJ, you got it right on the head. 72.
72.
A fun fact about Steven Spielberg is that he was born in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Mm.
He's not a New Yorker or a Californian. All right. So next one is
But I
one of
bet he lives
Cedric's
in one of those states.
favorite characters, actor Ray Liotta
Ray Liotta.
from the Goodfellas.
With the Nicorette patch.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just about
Yeah,
to say
the
that.
Nicorette patch.
Boy, he
Cigarette
done
patch.
had some stuff done to
Wait,
his
it
face.
don't even sound
hasn't
right. Do
Man,
it.
he-
It don't even sound. Yeah.
Hollywood.
But he still got them eyes.
I'm gonna say Ray Liotta is, and he probably don't look as old as he probably is not as old as he looks. But I'm
He
gonna
looks
say,
older than.
yeah, I say he's a look older. I'm gonna say
He shouldn't have got no work done. He was fine.
I'm gonna say 57.
62.
61.
58.
I don't know.
You don't even know who it is. He like, I don't even know who y'all talking about. You need to watch the movie Goodfellas.
That's what you just
Goodfellas
do
is
the
the
prices.
best.
Yeah,
You just
yeah,
do the
yeah.
prices right.
Ray Liotta is 64.
Ooh.
And a fun fact about Ray Liotta is that he turned down the role of Tony Soprano.
Ooh.
Sopranos.
He'd been a good Soprano.
He'd have been a good
yeah, he'd have been
Soprano.
a good Tony
Why
Soprano.
he's doing cigarette commercials.
Right.
Making,
He got
making
that
those
patch.
mistakes. What a mistake that was.
He got that
All
patch.
All right.
Take away the patch.
Actor Brad Pitt
Oh, wow.
going through some turmoil in his life
48.
at age.
Yeah, I would say 48, 47.
A pretty boy that's aging well, 52.
Yeah, I was about 51, 52.
Professor,
But he has been 40 for a minute.
he looks like a baby.
Brad Pitt
Mhm.
got to be in his mid-50s. I'm going to say he is 55.
He is 55. Professor always get him.
Yeah, 'cause
he has his computer up.
He on his phone. I know.
Oh, no,
He on his phone.
You
He
can't
got his
say that. You
computer up.
stop. You leave Professor alone. So, yeah. Well, we haven't done him lately. A fun fact about Brad Pitt is that he chose to take a role in the movie Seven. Remember that movie
Good
with,
movie.
With Will
Morgan
Smith.
Freeman?
Morgan Freeman.
With Morgan
Morgan
Freeman.
Freeman.
Okay.
He took a role in Seven over a chance to play an astronaut in Apollo 13.
Ooh,
Both were good movies.
Mhm.
I'd have done Apollo 13.
I probably would have too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really do space.
And so sad news, sad news is that, oh, wait a minute, one more. Rapper DMX.
Ooh.
The dog in ya.
No.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Oh man,
Come on now.
he's so strong out on drugs, man. It's
Man,
hard
if
to-
you see this picture of him, you be like, what in the world?
53.
He don't even look his age.
Is he that old?
Who said 53?
53.
Okay.
No, I don't think he's that old.
48.
He looks like
thinking
he
like
has been
48.
through some stuff.
I'm thinking like 47. I'm saying
Maybe.
47.
Did he just turn 50?
Professor?
I'm going to say 49.
Who said 48?
I did.
He's 48. If y'all see this picture of him, he
He
look
look
like
like
he
he
about
90, huh?
60.
Yeah, I know. That's
He's
what's hard
really
to judge
skinny,
him right now. He's-
and my goodness. So a fun fact about rapper DMX is that he was nominated for 3 Grammy Awards.
Wow.
Yep.
He got some good music.
Yeah, and so sad news.
He went to
Nancy
jail.
Wilson died this week.
Yeah.
Nancy Wilson, the Supremes. Was she with the Supremes?
No,
She wasn't with the Supremes.
No,
I'm
Nancy
sorry.
Williams. Nancy Wilson was
Wilson.
on was on her own. But
Yeah.
you talking about a
Yeah, she was a
beautiful
powerhouse, and she was gorgeous
woman.
all the
Man,
way
all the way
up.
through. Yes.
Black don't crack, y'all.
Mm.
Don't crack. And then also today, Penny Marshall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley. We was just talking about those old shows the other day.
Who?
Laverne and Shirley.
Okay. I don't know. You might. You might be
I'm
old
old
enough.
enough.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm old enough.
Happy days.
Hey, they still
It started-
show those shows over
They
and over
do.
again.
Yeah. Started Happy
TV
Days.
Land and
They
stuff
have a
like
show,
that.
they have a channel called Me TV.
Yeah.
Right, that's right.
But you know,
Memorable TV. or
I
something.
remember the actual their theme song. I was a theme song type guy.
Oh,
So I remember the
goodness. Please
theme
don't sing it.
song. You
Please
know,
don't sing it.
Shamala, yeah, hopping in the carburetor.
Oh, my
We're gonna
goodness.
do it. Yeah, I remember the theme song. But you know, okay, do you remember who Laverne Shirley's boyfriend was on that show on Laverne and Shirley? It was Carlos. Remember Carlos, the tap dancer? No, he was a tap dancer. I thought he was a tap dancer.
He was a boxer.
He was a boxer. Okay. And then they started out at
I thought
Happy
his
Days.
name was Carmine.
Carmine, yeah. They started at Happy
Carmine.
Days,
Oh Lord, tell him my age.
and Laverne was supposed to be Laverne was Fonzie's girlfriend,
Mhm.
and then Shirley,
Fonzarella.
sure there was a blind date where Shirley came in, and she was Richie's girl. I'm telling my
Yeah, you
age.
telling your age too.
I'm a
Like, yeah, I don't know nothing about
I'm
this.
a black man that
Only
refuses to
thing-
participate.
The only thing I grew up watching with my
Okay.
dad was San
So one more thing is celebrity news. Celebrity news. So I'm sure you have heard by now that Carlton, Alfonso Ribeiro,
The dance. I don't even
is
know how to do
suing
this.
Fortnite
Yeah.
about his dance. What do y'all think about that?
I think
Good, yeah.
Because
They're making a lot of money.
they're making a killing off
Yeah,
of his likeness.
Fortnite can pay anybody.
Yeah, go ahead and get your 50 million.
Man.
It's just hard to prove that.
Well, the problem with this right here, he actually said it in 2012 that he stole his dance from a little bit of Eddie Murphy and a little bit of Lauren, somebody else.
He incorporated
He said
pieces from different things, and he made that dance. That is him.
When you see somebody do that dance,
Who do you think about?
You think Carlton? Yeah.
You think Fresh Prince of Bel Air?
But
so it is his thing.
But it's not what you can. It's not what you did. It's what you can prove. When he said, "I stole my dance from this person and this person," use the word "stole." So now, if Fortnite gives him money, should Eddie Murphy go get him some money?
No,
no, because he did not make it famous.
It was modified. Okay, that's
Carlton
good.
made it
He
famous.
modified their
Exactly.
dance and made one. And if you look at Carlton do his dance and then the Fortnite character, it's
The
exactly
same thing. Yeah,
And what they're saying is that his signature step can be seen in Fortnite under the emote Fresh, as well as NBA 2K under the name So Fresh.
Well,
So you're not only taking his likeness, but you using part of the name of the
Fresh
show
Prince
that
of
he
Bel
was
Air.
in.
Yeah.
So you can't deny that you're doing it.
Yeah.
He's about to get paid.
He finna
Yeah,
get
he about to
paid.
get
He'll be
paid.
retiring
So
from
what he's
America's Funniest Home
asking
Videos
is,
real soon.
I thought 21 was gonna pay him. Remember that show 21 he was on? The gate. That was whack, wasn't it?
well, he's asking the court to prevent the companies from using, selling, or displaying the dance. He's also seeking damages and requesting that both the companies stop profiting from his move. And he has reportedly accused Epic Games of faking endorsements. So he is really, and he said he's in the process of copyrighting the dance.
Well,
he should have already done that.
He should have already done that.
Okay, but I'm sorry,
that
but
should have been done a long time ago.
how much is he asking for?
It does not say.
Doesn't say.
It doesn't
I read
say.
that article today. It doesn't say.
But it says that it's widely recognized that his likeness and intellectual property have been misappropriated by Epic Games in the most popular video game currently in the world. That's what his lawyer said. So they looking for it. Yeah.
I wonder if this game sucked, would he be doing this?
No.
But what's so crazy?
No, he would. It wouldn't.
It
No.
wouldn't be worth it.
It says that he is not the first public figure to take legal action against the
No,
developers.
there's the backpack. There's the
Russell
backpack guy.
Horning, also known as the Backpack Kid, has lawsuits against them, and rapper 2 Millie is also suing them for their misappropriation.
Who?
Millie
Millie
Rock.
Rock.
Millie Rock.
Okay, what does he
I don't know
do?
who that is.
It's a dance. If I tried to explain it to you, you still wouldn't get it.
Yeah, you
I
too.
know.
Outside the
So
outside the realm of that
You
one.
see how y'all
Oh,
talking?
man.
How y'all
I've
talking?
reached that stage, man. I don't know the hip stuff. I've
Y'all
reached that
talking
stage.
Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah.
Talk about this.
Right. There's a big age gap, right?
Yeah.
From him, not me.
No. I don't-
Okay,
no,
thank
no.
you. All right.
So he needs to sue, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody should get their coins if they can.
Wait. 'Cause
Man.
Millie Rock making money or something like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
is
sure.
it? Okay.
Yeah, it's-
That
it's-
song is.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the song? What's the song? I'm curious now.
Oh goodness
They have
gracious.
to play it for you, like.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have to find it later.
Is
Go
that one of
ahead.
them? Is that one of them jumbo raps where you don't know?
Jumbo rap,
Yeah,
mumble rap.
yeah, mumble raps. Yeah, mumble raps.
Nah, it's not.
Hey, please don't change the station. Really?
The
Jumbo rap.
comments of the Benchwarmer
Oh,
do
my
not
God.
reflect the rest of the crew here.
Oh my
You know what I'm
gosh.
talking about, right?
Yeah, it's not. That's not a mumble rap song.
I'm gonna need
Oh,
you
okay,
to.
Guess I need to put some in my mouth there, huh?
Yeah, go ahead, cause
That jumbo rap.
So that concludes the celebrity news.
Cool.
All right, now let's get into what we need to get into.
All
Are we
right.
gonna take a break?
No, we moving right on
We're
through.
gonna move right on
We moving
in.
right on through. So there was a funeral Sunday.
Oh Lord, here he
It
goes.
was a long funeral. I've never been to a 3-hour funeral, but this was a 3-hour funeral. It started at 12 o'clock, and it did not end till. I mean, I think I'm still having relapses on that funeral. The Cowboys and the Colts.
Yeah, I was hearing Undertaker music during that.
Yeah. It was disastrous. So, you're a quarterback. You saw the play of Dak Prescott.
The lack of play
Okay.
of Dak Prescott.
You saw the helmet being put on and the suit being worn.
Jersey.
So this is my take on Dak, right? I think that I was on the Dak bandwagon as soon as he jumped on. He a black quarterback, so 100% I'm behind him.
Right.
You know, but you got to call a spade, and he has not been playing well. I think that people look at his numbers and are tricked by that. You know, when you actually watch him play, there's no passes. You don't really see him taking shots downfield. You don't really see him throwing the ball. I mean, if he does throw a pass longer than 15 yards or longer than 10 yards, it's usually like a curl or a stop route. Any kind of rhythm throw that he's making is usually a slant route. But you don't ever see him drop back on a 5-step drop, put his foot in the ground on the rhythm and throw a pass.
He does hold the ball.
You know.
Oh my Lord.
We don't know. In a lot of this, I had a great coach in college named Larry Edmondson, and we would go back and forth in practice. But one of my favorite coaches, and he would say, you got to look at their guys, because as quarterback, from time to time, we look at, we pay attention to the receiver, and we don't look at the defense sometimes, and that's where you make mistakes and you throw interceptions and things like that. I think that Dak has that problem. When you look back there, I think that he's just looking at guys. He's not actually reading the defense, and he's jumping around and not making, the right play. He holds the ball for so long. With our great offensive line, it should be no reason why he should be getting sacked in general if he's letting the ball go in rhythm. So I think that he has a lot to pick up on.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I think when you watch Dak, and this is the disappointing part about it, he only has chemistry with a guy who's only been on the team for 6 or 7 games. And you have Beasley out there.
Yeah.
You have Gallup out there who's gotten open several times deep and he can't hit him. And like he was saying, and like I said earlier in the season, when he drives back, he doesn't fire. It's like he predetermines where he wants to go. And if the defense takes it away, that's when he holds the ball forever. And then he takes a sack fumble or something like that. And it's very annoying because you shouldn't predetermine where you're going to go with the football. Because when they act like they're up on the line ready to blitz, we see teams do it all the time. They back out of it. And now what? Okay, you've already predetermined, okay, I'm going to this person on this play. Okay, they've taken that away. Now what are you going to do? Well, I'm just going to hold it.
Well, let me be the apologetic for Dak real quick.
The 3 linemen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they asked Amari Cooper about these overthrown balls. Cooper's saying, it's not all Dak's fault, because there are certain times that he said when he first came in, there was a couple of times that he stopped on routes. We saw that with Michael Gallup stopping on a route. One route that Gallup was actually face mask, and the ball was already out. So we look at that and we say, okay, Dak is missing passes. That's number one. Number two is, before Cooper got there, receivers were not really getting open. So you can't sit back and say, I'm gonna sit back 5 and throw, and that receiver ain't even doing that. He's not opening. And we know Dak does not throw in tight coverages. He's not a tight coverage type of.
So that's what I was about to say. Receivers were open. They just didn't create a lot of space.
Right.
But in that situation, you in the NFL, I'm not, you got to be able to make those throws. You got elite quarterbacks that make those throws all the time.
And if you look at that, now would that part of that be part of his talent, and then the other part being coaching? Because at the same time, you got a man upstairs that got the whole view of the field. So, and then when you go back and look at the film, that's when you start doing checkoff. Okay, right here, you could have done this. You know what I'm saying? So there is self-ability talent there. And then the other part come in when coaches ought to be able to say, okay, let's start developing right here. You see,
we too late into the season.
Yeah. You can't do it now.
I know that, but I'm just saying, before now.
No, well, before now, remember, the Cowboys decided to say we're going to create a Dak-friendly offense. Now, at that point, what was a Dak-friendly offense?
But this is year 3.
Yeah, no. You're right. This is year 3. Year 1, you didn't know who you had.
Exactly. So year 1, you
okay. Now year 2, we got a guy who gets frazzled. That Atlanta game,
we're expecting the sophomore slump.
Yeah, that Atlanta game, he got frazzled.
Yeah.
Well, and after the Atlanta game,
like any quarterback that's taking a beating for the whole game.
Yeah.
Took a beating.
And then he actually admitted, he said, you know what, I hadn't been right for a long time since that game, because you get gun shy, it's the whole bunch of things that go into that. You know this, So then you go to year 3, and in year 3 you don't have you're missing your center, who is probably the best center in the NFL. So he's calling plays. So we're missing calls on the front line. Okay, so now we're still gun shy.
Know about that. Looney's been pretty good.
Yeah, I don't see the line. I mean,
no, you're right. He's been pretty good, but as a quarterback, am I still gun shy?
They don't trust him to make passes down the field across the middle of the field.
Except if you got Amari Cooper.
Yeah, but that's it. They don't throw the ball across the middle of the field unless it's
a go route.
Yeah,
it's a go route.
It's only outside. They don't trust him to make those throws across the middle of the field.
But doesn't that come with time? That we got to start trusting his guy to do that, or can he do it? Or we're saying he can't do it.
He has to make the throws. I don't think that he can't do it. It's just that it's something in him has to be. He has to make those throws. You have to throw the ball. Like, it can't be a situation where you sit back there and try and make
just hold it.
throw.
Yeah,
he's trying to make a throw, the perfect throw.
But he's not a Joe Montana can sit back 3 steps and drop and throw it, or Dan Marino or something like that, or even a Tom Brady. To sit back, this is not that type of quarterback.
Naming too many elite quarterbacks to be putting him in that realm.
Tom Brady, okay. Tom Brady, Jack. Do you watch him play? He really doesn't throw it deep a lot. It's a lot of dink and dunk. It's just get rid of the ball real quickly. He does it well and accurately, but I mean, it's not like he throws it 60 yards every time. That's the biggest myth in the NFL. Since Randy Moss left, he didn't throw the ball deep downfield unless it's to the tight end up the seam somewhere.
But they're not calling plays for him to do that short route.
That's what I was about to say, man. I think it's a lot.
Linehan is not. They're not calling
Dak
plays.
holds his own responsibility. But I think a lot of the play call, but the Cowboys have done that even before Dak.
Right.
The way that they do
Romo.
that, the way that you don't even move receivers around and get
they don't.
match up with linebackers and safeties.
That's right.
They don't.
It's poor planning. It's poor. But what I see, some of the plays, and you probably can contest to this, but the Cowboys are running, that's high school plays. Some of them are high school plays. They can't even do that too well. Beasley, good slack receiver to me within the 10-yard. They don't even play that into the.
Let me ask y'all a question. How long have we been having this offensive coordinator?
Too long.
Too long.
Right.
Too long.
So when Dez Bryant got hurt, was it his first year or second year?
No. He wasn't there the second year. He got
hurt in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
And that forced Dak to throw the ball to other people.
To everybody.
And
he played some of his best football.
At one point, Beasley led the team in reception.
Yeah.
Terrence Williams.
Mm-hmm. So he can do it.
Here's what we got fooled by, and this we got fooled by that first year.
No,
because that first year, guess what? That first year was 13-3. Dak only threw 4 interceptions that first year. He was on it. You got Ezekiel Elliott. You had one of the best front lines in the NFL.
The offensive line was healthy.
Yes, and we figured, okay, this is going to be it. Then you get to that second year, and that second year was last year when you get to your sophomore slump.
Mm-hmm.
That was more than a slump. It was a drop.
I would say a slump. I mean, some things were out of his control.
Yeah,
other things,
exactly. So now you have to get to a year. We're in a year to where, okay, you know what, Dak, and we've seen this before in games where Dak says, I don't care how bad I've played in the fourth quarter, I'm going to bring this team back. He's done it a couple. That's why we got this 5-game streak.
But we shouldn't even be in those situations. He managing games up until the fourth
quarter.
But
it happens like that. I think in Dallas we're the most critical fan of our quarterback in Dallas.
What's so critical about our quarterback being great?
Exactly.
No. Because
the best franchise in the NFL, America's team.
That's right.
We can't put up points. I mean,
the whole you can't put up
Colts.
The whole you can't put up points is bad.
When we played against New Orleans. New Orleans played the worst game of the season that game.
Yep.
And we barely beat them.
And
we should have crushed them.
And that part of that is because
our issue is
not explosive on offense.
No, I think our issue is I think our issue is offense coordinator. How do you drive down the field? And we've driven down the field on every team we played. You get to the 10, the 20-yard line, you get in the red zone, and you can't punch it in because the play calling you do is just crappy.
I'm gonna tell y'all something from a quarterback who has played, who has been benched, and who knows this. Coaches only call what they're comfortable, what they feel the quarterback is comfortable with. So if they don't feel that quarterback is comfortable with making those throws down the middle of the field, then they're not going to call those plays.
But not necessarily throwing, but we got a good running back. We still can't run the ball in.
Even in running,
That's
We still
like
can't
you
even
said,
run it
that's
in.
an offensive line situation at that point.
Yeah,
They
You
are.
know, but
I mean,
still, you know.
I mean, but we can sit here and say, okay, it's a quarterback situation, it's an offensive line situation. We got the best running back; he can't run the ball in. Heck, we got a pass sitting on the flat. Where why the hell would you throw it to a fullback? You ain't never thrown it to the rest of
It
the.
doesn't matter. It was the right call.
It was the right call, but the wrong
caught
player.
ball.
He should have caught the ball.
The right call was made.
Also panicking after a 5-game winning streak too. So,
Well, and I think that this is a game that Cowboys needed to lose. No. I'm gonna tell you why.
think you need to lose.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Because you bring them to reality. There are sometimes you got to bring teams. No, y'all not that great. So don't walk in thinking y'all that great and thinking you can just get on the field and win.
I'm a little bit different. I'd rather walk in
So
with
am I.
confidence and know that I'm great.
So
than
am I.
for me to
But
be-
you're not though. That's the
I-
problem though. You're not.
But you got to
Actually,
feel
we are.
good to play good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
you
telling me you go into a game and say we're not that good.
No. You go into the game thinking, okay, I'm gonna win this game, and you don't even prepare enough to win the game. I'm saying that your preparation. Dallas was not prepared to even play this game, and their preparation even throughout the week, big head. Heck, I remember when they played when it was playing New Orleans. DeMarcus Lawrence had the big head. We were just gonna go in and choke him out. Big
No,
head.
he said
big
that's
head.
what they had to do.
Yeah, you had to.
Can't be going there afraid.
Right.
Once you get a big head and you get knocked down, that's okay. Wait a minute. Let me step back.
Not every team wants a politician to be their leader. They
But
want
let me ask
somebody
you-
to be
That's
out
right.
there to-
How many teams you know that would get down on the 1-yard line and take a knee?
What?
That's what they did in New Orleans. I mean, with the New Orleans game.
No, that game was won though.
Yeah,
No,
I
but
mean,
still,
that game was won. That game was won.
but like you saying, because I look at a lot of that came from the decision of Garrett not making that touchdown. Okay, I would have took the ball in.
I mean,
For
I
what?
don't give Drew Brees no chance.
They,
None.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
None.
But-
Yeah, I
Build
would
the ball.
Yeah.
But-
you don't
but
give
at
Drew
the
Brees. I put it to you like this: I guarantee if somebody was playing against the Cowboys,
They
That
ran
would-
it
ran
in.
the ball in because they don't
Mhm.
believe in they don't believe Dak can bring them back.
That's right.
But that's why I go back to in this 5-game winning streak, the Cowboys gained a big head. Now, is it a confident head or is it a big head?
Confidence.
I don't think it's confidence because, and the reason why I don't think it's confidence is because you practice different throughout the week. Your practice has got to be to where
But they went in saying this
So-
is their best week of practice all year.
And I'm gonna also say this: so the score of the game was 23-0, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Your defense is on the field a lot.
yeah.
At some point,
No,
somebody's
actually, they had best time
they
of
had
possession.
better time
In the
of
first
possession.
half.
They had a better
In the
time
first half,
possession.
they
possession.
dominated.
But you got
time of
an
possession.
elite quarterback in Andrew Luck. You put him on the field too many times and you ain't scored.
Yeah, but
somebody
okay.
gonna-
Let's be honest. Who does the coach? Okay, let's look at their elite players. You got Andrew Luck. I got that, and I got T.Y. Hilton.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, the running back wasn't lighting the world on fire.
It would just they don't have any household names. That's what you
No,
saying.
you
You got to give that offensive line.
they
to
had-
the coach
I mean,
some
they
credit.
had-
They
they
were
had some
moving our
players.
guys all
I don't
over
think the
place.
Cowboys came in that game ready to play. It's so.
defense,
And I told security. I told my wife. I said, you know what? And it was 7-0. I said, you know what? If the Cowboys do not score, they're gonna lose this game. And it was the first quarter
Well,
because they didn't even look like they came into play.
that's been the Cowboys' MO all season. If they don't score, we lose.
No,
games.
they've not scored and still wound up winning the game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but
it
your
was
defense
9
can only do so much. You still have to put up points. It's
Right.
the NFL.
You're right, but it was against Philadelphia. It was 9-0 and half. Was it 9-6 at halftime? And then the offense just blew out. Just went on a
Exploded.
tear.
They exploded.
Yeah, they exploded. I'm saying this right here. If the Cowboys, the Cowboys, that game right there, they were not ready to play that game. They said they prepared right, but they didn't prepare to play that game. And I think a lot of it is one, coaching. You know, Scott Linehan. I mean, and coaching is gonna always go back to Scott Linehan and the plays that he's calling. Because his play. Why haven't the Cowboys? If I'm the Cowboys, first play the game, I get the ball, I'm taking Amari Cooper deep.
I don't.
That's the
Not
first thing
with
I'm
Dak.
doing.
At what point is it going to be Dak's fault? That's what I'm asking.
Exactly.
And that's one thing.
No,
Like,
no.
With Dak, I feel like year one, when you playing with Like you have nothing to lose. You have nothing
Right,
to
right.
lose. You was just given the spot. Romo got hurt, and now you actually got something to lose. And
Does
you,
he?
And you timid. You scared.
No, he don't.
Does he?
don't.
His backup is Cooper Rush.
Right. He,
Probably.
yeah. And that maybe the issue is he don't have nothing to lose.
If they really want to spice things up in Dallas going to the next offseason, they're bringing somebody like Tyrod Taylor.
No, negative.
No.
Negative.
And they're trying to
I'm out on Tyrod.
And
Taylor.
You might as well say they bring in EJ Manuel or something
love
like that.
I love Tyrod.
Tyrod plays just like Dak. He just runs the ball more. I don't
I know.
like Tyrod.
Tyrod a better quarterback.
Yeah, Tyrod.
You might as well go ahead and bring in Johnny Manziel and say,
No, that's just,
Well, he's better than Johnny
This
Manziel.
this is what I will say about Tyrod Taylor. You talk about somebody who numbers look great, and I think that with the right
System.
he could be good. I think that in the right system, he can be an elite quarterback because everybody can say what they want about Tyrod Taylor. I'm a biased Tyrod Taylor fan too, so you can't argue me down on this. So I'm telling you,
He would have still been starting in Cleveland if Baker wasn't the number one pick.
Yeah, I mean,
He wasn't playing horrible. I mean, he got hurt, and then they was like, "All right, kid, you in." And
well, now that was management that made that.
yeah.
That was management.
But you can't.
Yeah.
But
Baker's
you
been
make the
good,
decision. But Baker has been great.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you can't take nothing away from Baker. But I also feel like
But he shouldn't have left. What was that in Buffalo? He was in Buffalo
no, they
or
got-
Minnesota?
he got-
Well, they cut him or
Yeah,
traded
he
him or
traded
something
him.
like that.
They traded him from Buffalo to Minnesota.
Yeah, and I feel like I said Tyrod Taylor. If you talk about somebody that
That's
think about
Bridgewater,
game managers,
Minnesota.
think about somebody like what's my guy that said the Broncos right now?
Keenum.
Oh, Case Keenum.
Case Keenum.
Like you can Tyrod Taylor can run an offense like that. You're talking about being a game manager.
Yeah.
And he can make some plays for you too. That's why I say if you were going to bring somebody in that was going to spice something up, who can actually
All
push
right.
that.
I'm all for a solid backup. I'm not mind.
Yeah.
Somebody
I'm
to start it, but that's
Somebody
not
can
solid
push
backup.
him. I'm all for
Okay,
that.
who you want, Dak Prescott or Paxton Lynch?
Oh man, get out of here, man. Paxton
Lynch, because that was going to be the next.
Still in the league.
He was going to be the Cowboy draft pick.
Nate Peterman.
I just think that with Dak is going to have to be more aggressive on the offensive side of the ball. He's going to have to take more shots. He's going to have to,
Do you think he's learnable to do that?
I think that the coaches at this point are going to have to let.
Well, the question is, do we have the right coaches?
No.
To coach him to do that.
I don't know. I'm hard on the quarterback position, so it's hard for me to be unbiased because I feel like at some point, my guys used to get on me about this all the time when I played. You got to take matters into your own hands,
Right.
And to Dak's defense, I wasn't that guy when I was in school. Like if the coaches called a play, I trusted that they was gonna make the right play. But in the NFL, he got a lot more freedom. He has a better understanding of the offense. He understands who his playmakers are. He understands down and distance in the position that some of these guys are in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have Jason Witten anymore, but you still have Cole Beasley. You still got Amari Cooper. Those are people.
And those
who can
tight
make
ends have
plays.
been stepping up for the Cowboys
they have.
in the last
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
weeks.
No, I think Dak. I think his biggest cheerleader was Tony Romo. I think Tony Romo helped Dak get through that season because Tony Romo saw things.
I can see that.
I don't disagree with that.
You might think this is funny, but I didn't see that. I saw Romo with a little, kind of.
No, I didn't. I tell you this right now, as a
little madness in him, huh?
I saw him every time go to the sideline and talk to a person who can't perform on the field, but actually has a really good quarterback. I saw him go sit next to Mark Sanchez.
Man, listen,
That
I
first
will.
Butt
I
fumble?
will.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't
those who
appreciate.
can't play, coach,
Right.
I didn't appreciate Romo until last year. I didn't really appreciate him.
Oh,
until last year.
the way he was calling plays.
It was just the way that some of the throws that he made, some of the chances that he took, some of the throws that he's made. You don't really appreciate that until
So
it's
he's
gone.
gone.
And with Dak, what I thought I wanted from
needed
the
that.
Cowboys was somebody that could just manage the game because we had such a great offensive line, and all the thing we were missing was a solid running game. And now, after seeing everything gone, you in hindsight, you're like, man,
I miss Romo, huh?
If Tony back would have stayed right, I think that we would be in a better position. Now, I think that Jerry hit the ball on the head with, getting rid of Dez and actually bringing in Amari Cooper.
Because no distractions.
I wouldn't even say that. I just think that Dez at some point, his physical ability started to drain. So, he's not the high flying, Dez Bryant.
And he was starting to drop passes.
But I think the distractions plays a huge part because if you remember when Romo came in behind Drew Bledsoe, Romo had a Terrell Owens, and Terrell Owens would be in the huddle time, like, get me the ball, and Romo is still young. So now you're in your mind, you're forced to get the start of ball. Not running the play you're supposed to run. You're forced to get the start of ball. So there's a distraction there in the huddle. It's the same way with Dez. Dez caused a distraction in the huddle, and what he did on the sideline was a distraction for a young quarterback who's just trying to get his feet.
What I always saw was just passion. And now what I do say is that Dez is not the person that would actually if he has to try and actually tell people what's going on in that heated passionate moment. I don't think that he'll be able to get it across. But I think that since he's been out of the game, since how he's been able to speak and everything, I think that he's actually made some huge strides. I just hope that he gets better and we get to see him again.
So do you see his ability being tunnel vision when it comes to play? As far as if he get a play, the play's been sent into him. That. But when he step up there, he may have an audible in mind, but tunnel vision, he's looking at Cooper all the way. But he's not thinking about two other receivers that may be, if Cooper gets double down twice with two players, you got another player that might be one-on-one.
Well, that goes back to what I said about him predetermining where he wants to throw the football.
Right.
I think it's the offensive coaching, just because you see for years it was like the offense is doing well, the defense was giving up everything.
Right.
Then we get a coach with a little fire and his
Chris,
and he got the defense playing all out, But we don't have I don't see coaches on the offensive side showing that much more. I don't see Jason Garrett, I don't see Scott Linehan
they're not aggressive,
like being that passionate about.
Scott is kind of old. You don't want to have a heart attack.
Well,
that throw a pick and go to the sideline and Garrett pat him on his back.
All right. Well, let's do this right here. We got to move on. We're going to get back to that game. We're going to get back to the Cowboy Buccaneer game in a second. But some of the games that kind of shocked me this weekend, especially the Philadelphia and Rams game. We talked about that earlier.
Didn't shock me.
Are the Rams going in a different direction, or is this just one of those games?
Nah, the Rams defense has always been a liability.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to say that thinking about all the talent that they actually have.
The names.
They got the names. Yeah. They got the talent
that they have on. You got guys who were Pro Bowlers and everything that line their defense. With Philadelphia, you just can never count them out. So I got a bias with Philly. I'm a Cowboys fan, but one of my good friends, Jay Ajayi, plays for the.
I'm gonna give you that one.
So
I was bored. It was gonna be on.
Yeah.
You said I got a bias. I'm gonna give you that one.
That's my boy, man.
Jay Ajayi. Okay, I'm gonna give you that one.
And then one of the coaches in my gym, his name is D Hodge, and Fletcher Cox. He trains Fletcher Cox.
Yeah.
We got some ties with the Eagles. But
if they was in another team, you go with the other team, right?
We'll take Fletcher Cox tomorrow.
I would. Yeah.
You go took him yesterday.
Yeah. I'll take him immediately. He's right.
But so is Philadelphia making the playoffs?
Is Nick Foles at quarterback right now?
He's at the quarterback. Yeah. But still,
they ain't making playoffs.
No.
It's gonna be ugly. I think that.
Seattle.
I think that they'll be good going to.
Yeah, but Minnesota though, Minnesota got some. They showing some.
Put up a 40 spot this weekend though.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? But they still showing kinks in their armor though.
They are.
They showing some wear and tear. That means that Tennessee would have to beat Philadelphia, which I say they can. Or not Tennessee, but the Texans. The Texans are playing Philadelphia this weekend.
I don't know about that one, Jack.
It's gonna be a fun game.
Where at?
They playing them in Houston.
Houston.
Isn't let's check and see.
Houston's still playing for a bye in the first round, so that's gonna mean something to them.
Yeah.
Deshaun got to come with it.
Deshaun got to come with it. And what happened to Marcus Thomas? Is he? Demaryius Thomas. Yeah.
I don't know.
I tell you what, the last 6 weeks he ain't done nothing on my fantasy.
I had to hit one of my boys, man. But the Texans have been winning. That's the thing.
Yeah. They're 10-4.
Biggest difference in that team is live straight on their quarterback.
But now
his favorite target is
they're
Hopkins.
playing at Philly.
They're playing at
Oh,
Philly.
they're playing it.
Yeah.
Ooh, cold.
Now that's a semi-dome team going to an outdoor stadium
In the cold.
I still like the Texans in that game.
Yeah, I can't. The Texans defense is
Yeah.
Nick Foles is a statue back there.
Houston may show up in Philly.
Yeah.
They may. I give them a 60-40 on that game showing up.
You saying they're going to scoping a 60-40?
No.
Oh, dang.
Hope that game is televised. You know how Dallas is. They give you the worst games.
No. If it's Houston, it's going to be the last game they play.
Right.
You know how they do.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one right there. Because if Philadelphia wins and Dallas loses, I think Dallas still gets the tiebreaker.
Yeah, next subject.
First of all, Dallas don't want the season to come down to playing in New York.
No.
You better beat Tampa Bay at home.
Yeah,
you don't need to have those kind of
The
problems.
last time we played Tampa Bay, it didn't go too hard.
Right. So
Who
you
they
either
got,
beat them at home.
Who
and
they got, Jameis
not
or
mess around.
Fitzgerald?
See, that's the other thing too is we don't know if James Winston.
It'll be Jameis.
It'll be Jameis.
Yeah. So it's not
You got to make
Fitz
sure
magic, huh?
if they're bringing him back.
New Orleans, they barely won.
But they won.
Yeah, but they won. But this is not the New Orleans team that was on the 10-game winning streak now.
The defense is playing well. The defense is playing well.
Yeah, but the offense is just,
Carolina was
Man, you got
desperate.
Drew
You got to
Brees.
give.
Something is going to happen. Drew Brees is going to show up and play. I'm not going to ever bet against Drew
That's
Brees.
right.
I think that playing against the Steelers,
Sorry,
the
defense.
defense is not all that great. Drew Brees will pick them apart, and it won't even be a close game.
I think it's shootout.
yeah, and it's
I don't see it be
a
shootout.
dome. It's an outdoor team going into a dome.
Yeah, it is in New Orleans, but
Yeah.
it is what 4
Pittsburgh's
days.
desperate. They're
they
Baltimore is
need
right
it,
on
yeah.
their heels.
Yeah, they
Lamar
need it.
Jackson got them right there. So
They need it.
Pittsburgh got to have that win.
Is this the coach's Pittsburgh's Mike Tomlin's kind of this is last stand or
No, the Steelers.
I know they're loyal. The Steelers
They're loyal to a fault.
Yeah, the Steelers are loyal, but
If Marvin Lewis, who's won
no,
nothing,
that's
can
Cincinnati.
stay in
That's Cincinnati. Yeah, I still. Why does he get a job? Why does he keep a job?
Marvin
He kept the
Lewis,
water clean.
he's my gosh.
Yeah, he must
Marvin
he
Lewis-
must know some things.
He got some photos or
Wait.
something.
And the bad part about it is he goes this Hugh Jackson.
Boy, that boy get fired and go right across.
Right, just go right across the street to a
And then they played Cleveland and lost.
exactly and lost. It's still
And
so.
then
What
Baker
help were
didn't want
you?
to shake your hand. Man, get out my face, bro. You
Said he fake, bro.
So what help were you?
I don't know.
None.
Tomlin's fine.
Nah, Marvin Lewis is fine too now.
No, I think he's gonna get fired.
Okay, so then
He has to.
wait, he gets fired and then
Finally.
and
Tomlinson
then
has
Hugh
a-
Jackson gets the job.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Tomlinson
That
has
whole
too many
coaching
winning
staff's gonna be
seasons
gone.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, he-
Super
yeah.
He's
Bowl.
going to the
Yeah.
playoffs. He's going to the
Pitt-
AFC Championship game.
Won a
Pittsburgh
Super
is
Bowl.
they're loyal to that fault to where they'll keep him there.
They should.
Yeah, they kept what's his name on for a while.
Who's it? Bill
Cowher.
Cowher?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill
But Bill
Cowher.
Cowher won a Super Bowl though.
So is Tomlin.
Yeah,
so
Tom,
Tomlin-
yeah. And then they kept Chuck Noll on for like ages,
Yeah.
even when they got sorry, because Chuck Noll was good in the '70s and in the '80s and the '90s they got sorry.
When you win championships, that buy you a little
You stay.
time.
Oh yeah.
So why does
Well,
Jason
if you
Garrett
supposed
still
to-
got
Unless
there?
you're Jimmy Johnson.
Unless you
No,
no,
we're
but
talking
Jimmy
about
Johnson, Jimmy
Buy
Johnson
you
decided 4 years and that's it.
Oh, well, whatever.
He wasn't gonna stay. He ain't never stayed nowhere for longer than 4 years.
Well, if he had his way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would never know that.
No.
Ongoing.
No.
drama.
I'm telling you this from not just what I heard, what I know. And my brother used to report for the Cowboys, and he knew that Jimmy Johnson wouldn't stand for that 5-year contract. Even if they had won, he knew they wouldn't stand. That was just done deal.
Mm.
And if you look at his track record, he's never been anywhere longer than 4 years.
Jimmy Johnson was there for what, all three of those Super Bowls, right?
No,
Two of
Two
them.
of them.
Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately. Barry Switzer
Switzer
He
got
got
one.
five. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Oh, you? Well, now you unfortunately.
Well, I didn't like Barry as an NFL coach. I liked him at OU. But
Man, I would much rather have them boys. Jimmy should be in the Ring of Honor.
Oh yeah,
The Ring of Honor. Yeah, they'll probably get him there.
Yeah, he should be.
Nah, not with Jerry.
No.
Jerry held grudges.
Well, we thought Jerry wasn't gonna put Drew Pearson in, but he's in.
Don't know why.
Yeah, I'm like,
Why
wow.
wouldn't you put Drew Pearson?
Why
they
you
don't
not
have-
put
so
Drew
don't-
Pearson
so
in?
you
Right, that's
don't
what I'm
put
saying.
in Jimmy.
Why wouldn't you? Well, yeah, Jimmy has to be in there. That's
Yeah, Jimmy will be
stupid.
in there. He'll be in there. He'll
Stupid.
be
He's
in
not
there.
in there.
He'll
Put
be
the
in there.
triplets in there without the head coach.
No, you got
Come
to,
on, man.
but you got to give it time though, because the
But,
triplets wouldn't be
Deion
the
ain't in there.
Well,
Yeah.
prime time wasn't loyal to anybody.
Right. Anytime you playing like 12 teams, we got to figure out which one you want to go
but
with.
Dion said, he understands it, he gets it, but
Right.
he's in Atlanta.
But
That's
look
where
at-
he should
yeah, that's
be
where he
at.
should be in
And
Atlanta.
that's
Yeah,
where he
yeah.
plays
That's how
for,
he
and he
claims.
said
Yeah.
he get it. It don't bother him
But
at
look
all.
at this. Look at this right here. The triplets wouldn't be the triplets if not for Jimmy. It was for Norv Turner. See, we forget Norv Turner.
Show on turn.
Norv Turner with
No turn.
He was a Cowboy.
he was a Cowboys offensive coordinator.
He was offensive coordinator.
Because before that, it
No.
was
Mike Martz.
You were still in elementary. then.
yeah. But we're talking about Norv Turner.
Baby.
Norv Turner, who came from the Rams, but before Norv Turner, it was David Shula, who when David Shula was offense coordinator, Troy Aikman was getting killed.
Mhm.
I mean, murdered. It was no such thing as triplets. Troy Aikman was, matter of fact, going to get his job lost. Matter of fact, the only game they had won that year, Troy Aikman wasn't even the quarterback. Steve Walsh was the
they
quarterback.
drafted Steve
What
Walsh.
years was it that they won?
They won 92, 93,
95.
95.
Okay, because it was what? Troy was the first draft pick in what, 89?
Yep.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
89.
Emmett was 90.
90.
Irvin
was 88.
Irvin was 88.
88,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
And
was there
then-
when Tom
and then-
Landry bought him.
And then Alvin Harper was after.
Alvin Harper was out
And
there.
see,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking about a few minutes ago. Even though Michael Irvin was the top receiver, he still had Harper across the field.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Harper could go start on anybody's team
Mm.
at that time.
Well,
And Jay
because
Novacek, let's not forget about
because
Well,
he
that's
went
true, yeah.
because Harper went over to Tampa Bay and you didn't hear nothing about Harper after he left.
Well, he was used up by then.
No, number
Nah,
two
he was
receivers
only
are just what they are. They're
Yeah,
number
number
two
two,
receivers.
right.
He would
Yeah,
not
yeah,
play like a
but
number
He
one.
wasn't number
Yeah.
one, just
No.
like Kevin Williams.
Right.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Sometimes people get paid that shouldn't get paid.
We
But-
can name so many receivers
Oh,
that went on
man.
that other side.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But it was about them. It was about them three. But it was about the way Norv Turner put them three in position. Had Norv Turner never stepped on the field, they probably would have never won them 3 Super Bowls. And we give Jimmy Johnson all the credit, but Norv Turner is the one who put that offense together.
They were good together. We'll just
Yeah,
put
yeah.
it that way. They were good together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got there?
Well,
Like,
it
like
takes-
Garrett
it
and
takes
Linehan,
many-
not.
Players to
Right.
make a team. It takes many players to make up a team.
That's
So,
right.
Yeah. No matter if they're on the field or off the field. The chemistry is just not right with the Cowboys
Ooh,
right
look
now.
at that next game. Ooh,
Oh, you
that's-
talking about this right here?
Ooh,
That
that's
Kansas-
what I'm
Yeah, I
talking
can't-
At Kansas City, Seattle?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because both of them need this. Well, Kansas City, Seattle more
Seattle
than Kansas
needs
City.
it more than Kansas City.
Yeah.
I need Russell to show up.
Show up
Exactly.
and show out.
Yes, I need
That's my
Russell to
dude
The
show
right
up.
only
there.
thing, what Seattle has going for them, number one, is at Seattle.
Mhm.
You know, that's that 12th man.
But their defense is
You
playing
know,
really good
the
too.
defense is playing good too, and they got a running game.
But that man on that other side.
That boy Pat Mahomes and Andy.
Yeah,
Reid.
I know. Yeah.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't just say Pat Mahomes. You
Tyreek
got to say
Hill.
Andy
Tyreek
Reid.
Hill.
They
Well,
got
Travis
offense all
Kelce,
over
yeah,
the
Pat
place.
Mahomes and Travis
Sammy
Kelce.
Watkins. Is Sammy
They're-
Watkins coming back this game?
He
I don't
came
know.
back last week,
Did he?
I thought.
Man, that team is a headache to prepare for.
Yeah, you don't know which because number one. So I was reading some notes where if you keep Patrick Mahomes in the pocket and take away his first receiver, then you might have him.
Negative.
Do you know what offense
That's
he
a
played
negative.
in college?
No.
Texas Tech. He
I know
knows how to throw
Texas
all
Tech.
over the
That- yeah,
field.
yeah, I know.
That's a
It
negative.
was no.
But you didn't hear me though. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him in the pocket and take away his first
You
receiver.
say that like he can't throw.
Well, I know he can throw.
Or
But-
run.
But that pass he threw against Travis Kelce. That pass should have been intercepted.
He's a gunslinger, so he's going
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
Like he is everything we want Dak to be.
He's still young too. He's still young.
Brett Favre.
I was thinking Brett Favre was, but
give me the ball back.
the difference the difference with Brett Favre would throw a pick in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
He would throw
I
a
think
pick.
he's the
in a
all-time leader
heartbeat.
in interceptions, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, and
But
Patrick
he
Mahomes
never-
is efficient though.
he
He's
never
been
lost
playing
his
good.
composure.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the
Obviously he's been
difference.
playing well, but I'm saying, like, we're talking about touchdown to interception ratio.
It's-
Yeah,
He's only thrown 11 all year, like 43 touchdowns.
Yeah, and I this is what it is.
yeah, he's got 11 interceptions.
This is week 15, right?
Uh-huh.
16 coming up.
So,
16
yeah,
week 16 coming up. Yeah. He's
Will they be playing week 17?
Yes. Well, it may not matter. He may be.
it
I
may
don't
be.
want him to see.
They're
I need him to
level-
get that 50. I want him to break that 50 touchdown mark.
Who owns that? Peyton?
Peyton Manning.
No.
No, Drew Brees.
No. I thought it was Tom Brady.
Might be Brady. That
Might be
year he
Brady.
had- the
No,
year he had
Brees.
Moss.
Brady might have broke it after him.
Okay.
Who's our fact checker?
I know. We act like we don't have no computers around here. Where is he at? He's at Mahomes is at 45.
Yeah, I need him to go ahead and break.
Yeah, that means the Seahawks gotta put some heat on. But they're in the 12th man though.
That'll be a fun game. I'll be watching that.
Mahomes. I mean, when you play in Lovell, you can play in wind, snow.
I know it don't matter.
cold.
Yeah. Deep snow.
I
Yeah.
mean, and he can.
I'm a
Russell fan, so I'm gonna need Russell to show up this
So
game.
am I. I'm
Yeah.
a Wilson fan too. I think he's top 5.
I'm gonna go with the Arlington kid.
Trying to figure out who I got on my my fantasy. I think I got.
I don't have neither one of
Russell
them. I
Wilson.
got Roethlisberger and
You don't even.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Ooh, he let you down this year.
Down years, both of them, pretty much. Roethlisberger throw too many picks. Aaron Rodgers gets his coach fired.
So let's do this right here. Okay, so we're gonna go through these games real quick. All right. Gonna start at the beginning. Washington at Tennessee.
Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
Yeah. Oh wait. Come on. My daughter's coming in.
My boy Brian Arakpo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tennessee.
We went to UT.
Yeah. She went to UT. No.
Brian Arakpo. Didn't he go to UT?
Did Brian Arakpo?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I thought.
what's wrong with that?
Yeah, he's been okay in the NFL. He hasn't been great. He's been okay.
He's better with the Redskins than he is with the Titans.
Yeah.
But
All right. So we're going around the league. Start with what you got. Washington, Tennessee.
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 Oh, and she been picking too.
I say Tennessee.
Titans.
Tennessee.
Yeah, season. Professor.
That boy running that thing.
Yeah, he is at 99 yards. Yeah.
playing well.
But it was 99 yards. It wasn't 99 and a half. So
They finally committed.
Dorsett still got the record.
as the lead running back. Finally,
Huh?
they finally committed to him as the lead running back.
Yeah.
2 years.
And Dorsett still has the record though.
Yeah.
Dorsett 99 and a half.
Somebody gonna have to be 99
19
quarters.
You don't
1983.
remember
It was
that.
actually only
It's Minnesota.
I've seen the play before. But
1983. I was watching that play on a black and white TV.
83.
Oh, we just got a color TV.
Well, see, don't go there. That just made me feel bad.
I was one he wasn't thought of. I was one.
Yeah, I was.
Dang.
You old man? Oh, you said had a ball in your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least you had that. Baltimore Ravens at the Chargers. Ooh.
Chargers.
I'm going Chargers.
LA Chargers.
Yeah. Chargers.
LA.
Anybody
Baltimore.
different?
Baltimore.
See, you always
Chargers still got a chance to win that division.
They do.
So they still are playing for something.
They
I
are.
know the Ravens are too, but it's in.
I think this is the game where they actually crack the code on Lamar Jackson and we
There you
see some real. They're gonna have to make him throw the ball this time.
Make him throw the ball. Keep
Phillip
a
Rivers
spy on
got
him.
something to play for. That boy,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
need these
My
playoff
MVP pick
bonus
right there.
checks.
And Philip Rivers is playing. Philip Rivers is playing for.
9 kids.
Who? Really?
Phillip,
Yeah, he don't know
that's
how
what
to
he's
cut.
playing for.
He said he's not. He said he's not done having kids either. He said he's not done either.
By the same woman?
Yeah, by the same
I
woman.
would have left.
Yeah. Dang, 9.
Well,
He's playing for child support.
No, because it was 11 of us.
And my dad one of 16.
Yeah,
No
so,
twins.
yeah.
He's playing for
Ooh,
child support.
11 of us.
Woo! But they didn't have child support then, or it wasn't enforced.
Oh, he's still married.
There's
man.
okay, yeah, he better stay married.
But my dad came and got all of us, so
He
he
got
got
it.
to pay.
His bag big enough. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
And he retired from General Motors.
I know, right?
I'm going Chargers. The Falcons at Carolina. This is we don't know who's gonna show up.
Watch that game.
Yeah, man. Because
And nobody's really playing for anything.
But I don't even know, like with Cam, man. I don't know. He just don't. Does he ever play well in Atlanta?
No, it's at Carolina.
Is that Carolina? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go with Cam then.
I just need him to dress a little proper after the interview.
I can't be fly.
You don't like his swag?
Man, don't look like he looked like Willy Wonka in Charlie Factory.
He's 6 and 8. This is the
Carolina,
most
hey,
meaningless.
no.
That's a meaningless
Hey,
game. I don't care.
Benchwarmer.
He looked like the Willy Wonka in Charlie
No,
Factory.
he looked like he came out of Dick Tracy comedy book.
Probably so. Yeah.
Cam got that flash though. He got that 60-40 swag.
No, he got he got that. I want to be LeBron with the man purse going on.
Him and Russell Westbrook, they look good in a photo together with their.
Oh, put him,
Fire.
Russ Bick, and Odell Beckham.
Oh my gosh,
This is a meaningless game.
Yeah,
I say Atlanta just because.
Carolina, I guess.
Oh man,
I'm going with the black QB.
I'm going. What are you going? It's at Carolina. Yeah, I'll go
Christian
Carolina.
McCaffrey been playing well too.
Professor?
Professor?
Falcons.
All right.
Dirty Bird.
You know what? I'm gonna
What
let
you got?
Professor pick first. What you got?
I said Atlanta.
Okay,
I'm best man.
I'm gonna let Professor pick first, and we're gonna all pick against him because he gonna always pick against us.
It's okay. Who's winning the picks?
Oh, Ohio Bowl.
You know who I'm going with. You don't even gotta ask me.
Baker.
You already know Baker Mayfield all day, every day
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cleveland.
over Jeff Driscoll. I
Well,
think
because
that's
I'm
who
gonna
the
go Cleveland
quarterback is.
because no, whoa. Cleveland won the first game, didn't they?
Uh-huh.
I'm going Cincy.
Okay, well that's an L. I'm
All
glad
right, Marvin Lewis.
that $50 is coming home.
I'm
to
going
me.
Cincy. No, because Hugh Jackson can't be that dumb.
No, he is.
He can't be that dumb not to know how to play his own team. He just can't be.
He is.
There's no way in the world he could be that dumb not to
Well,
know
it's
how to
not.
play
It's
his own
talent. It's talent. You know, AJ Green's gone. You know,
he is.
Dalton's
And
gone.
Dalton's gone. Okay,
And
I'm going Cleveland. Never mind. I'm going Cleveland. You're right. You're right. Who they?
No,
Yeah. I could
No.
change. Yeah.
You not
go
already
back
said.
across the street.
No, I reserve the right.
Both
Go
are.
back across the street.
No, I reserve the right. I could change.
No.
I mean, this
You
ain't
just
been,
like your cousin changed the rules at the game.
this
go on.
ain't been etched in stone. This ain't Jeff Driscoll against the
Right, that's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I'm going Cleveland. I'm going
Played
Cleveland.
against Jeff Driscoll.
Now he did play well against
Where'd he play?
Oakland,
I
but
think it's at Louisiana Tech.
But it was Oakland. You say you played against them?
didn't he
Jeff
start at
Driscoll.
Florida?
He
He
was at
transferred?
Florida. And transferred to
Yeah,
Louisiana
that's what I
Tech.
thought.
That's a big boy too.
Yeah.
That when Sonny was at La Tech? Sonny Dykes?
No, I don't know. I can't remember who the head coach was.
Well, I'm going
When
Cleveland.
you start asking me about La Tech, I don't know.
Well, I was just saying,
Listen,
Sonny,
man,
you know,
La
Sonny
Tech got a
Dykes.
lot of boys.
They
out there
do.
in the league
They-
that you don't think
They
of.
score a lot of points. I just don't keep up with them.
Jamal
Yeah.
Williams.
That's almost like keeping up with Lamar University.
Oh.
No, it's not that bad. Not that bad.
All right, so I'm going Cleveland. Anybody?
Anybody going Cincinnati?
She said Cincinnati.
You say Cincinnati? And see, look how
That's
confident.
that-
Look
that's
how
that-
confident she is when she
It's
say that.
UT education right there coming out.
Hey, man.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Huh?
Hey, all day.
She said, don't do it. Don't do it.
You want cousin
We're gonna do that
Pocket
last.
Nine? You want my Pocket Nine?
We're gonna do that one last. Minnesota at Detroit.
Minnesota.
Detroit.
Why does this have the smell of an upset?
I know it does, don't it?
Detroit.
Because if Minnesota got to play this game. Because if they lose this game right here, then they're gonna give Philadelphia in.
In the last 4 weeks, Matthew Stafford has gotten a total of
That Matthew
20.
Stafford. You talking
20
about? Oh,
or
Matthew Stafford.
has gotten a total of 20 fantasy points in 4 games.
You
Really?
fantasy- So they ain't Matthew Stafford ain't by Jack.
He's
But
horrible right now.
it's at Detroit.
I'm
I'm
going with
gonna
Matthew.
pick Minnesota, but this smells like an upset.
Go with Kirk
I'm
Cousins.
going. I'm not even going to say Matthews. I'm going with Quandre Diggs.
My man.
Quandre Diggs.
That's a good player right there, boy.
He's going with Quandre Diggs.
The wide receiver right there, he's a good player.
Yeah, he went to UT.
He went to UT.
Quandre Diggs.
Say that again.
Yeah, he went.
I don't think he heard you.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Still a good player.
Yeah.
Regardless, right?
Still a good player.
I'm going Minnesota. Minnesota needs this game. They need to do whatever they can to keep this game.
I don't see them. I don't see Kirk Cousins going to have to play a whole lot better than the way he's been playing.
Yeah, he's gonna have to earn his contract.
How much is it? 38 a year? What is
What is it?
100 million, 100 million.
84 million
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
3 years, they said.
84 million guaranteed. That is
28,
way too much money.
That's
He
like
got
that's
way
like
too much
Oakland,
money.
the coach and the quarterback.
It's 28 mil a year. That's more than $2 million a month.
And we think Dak ain't finna get paid. Dak's about to get paid.
If
Yeah,
Dak is
yeah.
smart,
Yeah,
he gonna,
yeah,
he gonna
yeah.
listen. He gonna pay attention to these other quarterbacks, and he ain't
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
take that max money,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
so he can build it.
so he can
Build
build
a-
it up.
build a
Yeah,
team
so he can
around
build
him.
himself up.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Learn to do that Tom Brady
We
rule.
we got everything good.
He got the owner to do
What
it.
you got?
Professor.
Professor.
Detroit. See, he smells that upset too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take Minnesota.
Yeah.
I said Detroit.
You say Detroit. What do you say? Minnesota. All right. The Giants at Indy. Do not look at the Indy game the way they played the Cowboys and think
The
they're going
Colts,
to continue to
because
play.
Eli Manning is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing too.
Is
But
Odell
still,
playing
though.
this week?
Odell, yeah, he's playing.
Is he playing this week?
That's,
Odell's
they're
playing?
saying he was playing last
No.
time I heard.
It really don't matter.
It doesn't.
But Saquon Barkley, I'm a believer.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't here at the start of the year.
I'm a believer.
He was completely against Saquon Barkley.
Really?
Barkley completely against.
I'm a
him.
believer.
Yeah.
Can't be
He
against
got
that one.
saved.
Yeah, that was just him. There was nobody else on the show.
He got saved. He got full of the Holy Ghost.
Overanalyze that because that man he's been a freak since he's been in college.
Yeah,
Day one.
I'm a believer.
That was my first round pick.
All right, I'm gonna go. You picked him first round. Saquon.
Saquon, I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, and he's done good all year.
Mhm.
But no, I'm going with the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going Colts. Indy.
I'm going to New
Anybody?
York.
Ooh,
Mm.
what do you smell?
Uh,
Eli's been
quarterback
playing-
change.
No, Eli hasn't been playing bad these last couple of games.
Okay.
So having back Odell, I think that they'll upset.
Pick it back up
the
again.
Colts.
But that'd be a nice upset too.
Yeah.
Because then that knocks Colts out.
Out of what?
Playoff contention. They're
No, it won't knock them
they're
out.
on the
of
fringe
contention.
right now.
They're 8-6. It won't knock them out. It just make it very difficult for
Yeah,
them.
they're on the fringe right now. Jacksonville and Miami. What the hell
That's the
happened to
point of this game.
Jacksonville?
I don't care.
It doesn't mean.
I
But
ain't
what,
worried about nobody but me.
Cody Kessler is the quarterback. That's all I
Yeah.
need to know. Miami.
Miami. Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my boy Danny Amendola.
Oh, you pulling some.
Texas
you
Tech.
reaching way out, huh? Amendola, Cowboy.
Texas Tech boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go against the grain, and I'm gonna say Jacksonville.
We lose
Defense.
defense. No, they just got rid of Barry Church, which really probably didn't mean nothing.
I just like Jalen Ramsey. So that's the only
I
person
do too,
I'm gonna just rock with
I
Jalen.
can't wait till they put a mic in front of him.
Hearing them talk. Yeah.
See what he gonna say next.
Yeah, but when he getting burnt all the time, talking
Oh,
about
he doesn't get burned.
Yeah, he ain't got no help.
no, he talking about you not a good quarterback.
I mean, let him talk though, man. We need that in the NFL. Like, we don't want it to come turn into the NBA where everybody's all friends with each other. That's why I like Giannis.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's all shaking hands and stuff after the game and shaking hands during the game.
No, we need somebody to hate somebody.
What do you got? Jacksonville, Miami.
Miami.
Professor?
King Drake.
You go with names.
Watch out for him. Frank Gore is out.
Yeah.
The rest of the season.
Probably career's over too.
He might be done.
Yeah.
Buffalo at the Patriots.
I'm going Patriots all day. You don't ever bet against.
No.
And it's at New England too? Yeah,
I'm a
Patriots.
Bill.
Yeah, and it's at New England. It's Patriots. Anything different?
This has the smell of a more competitive game than everybody thinks.
Buffalo.
I think New England's going to win. I think it's going to be a little closer than everybody thinks.
Because Buffalo can show up when they want to.
Well, Josh Allen's been running around all
yeah.
over the place.
Yeah.
Looking like
Back
Lamar
foot.
Jackson out there running around all over the
I
place.
don't think
Belichick don't
They
play
gonna want him
that.
to receive.
Now, Belichick, you're right. Belichick ain't gonna play that.
Yeah, well,
Them put on their red uniform again.
Green Bay at the Jets.
yeah, another meaningless game.
Yeah,
This is a bad week of football.
it
Boy,
is.
ain't it?
It is. This is when you go out and go to movies or something like
When
that.
the bowl game start?
Right.
Thing going on, man.
I
Football
don't
game.
know.
Wait, but you don't even know how to pick this game though.
I'm going with that man, regardless.
Aaron.
Have to.
I'll take Aaron Rodgers over Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
already
yeah.
know how I feel
All
about
day
Sam
long,
Darnold.
yeah. But this is the third year in a row that Green Bay does not make the playoffs.
I play
Okay,
defense.
so are they finished? Is that dynasty?
Oh, I think that team is done for a minute because Aaron Rodgers took all.
Because
that
once
money.
he goes, yeah, you're right. And then once
Now,
he's
if they
gone
want to trade Aaron Rodgers,
to here,
we'll take him here in Dallas.
I would
okay,
give
is he
up.
starting? Wait, is he starting or is
Who
he?
we giving up? Because the only person that's off limits to me is Zeke.
yeah, that's the only person off limits.
Oh, so
to me,
you
too.
trade? You do a full out trade?
I'm giving whoever I need to for Aaron Rodgers.
That's
Dak
right.
for Aaron.
I'm with it. I'm with him.
Hell, you gonna need more than
Boy,
that.
I was about to say who.
No,
if
no.
the
I'm gonna
Green
tell
Bay
you.
ain't making that deal.
I'm gonna tell you why you don't do that deal. Because Aaron is on his last. He's on his last part of his contract. He's not gonna survive no 2 or 3 years. I want something that's
Will
gonna
in
sustain.
Dallas.
With an offensive line
Will in
like
Dallas because he'll have a running game.
Yeah,
Will
he
in
got
Dallas.
All you can do is sit back and do. I'm still saying I want to build.
I just don't like how I understand that Jerry Jones has to say that to keep his quarterback confident, but just don't pay him more than he's actually worth. Because if he pays him too much,
What is he worth?
I don't think he should be paid like Kirk Cousins.
No, I mean,
Kirk Cousins shouldn't even be paid. Like
right,
Kirk Cousins.
right.
I've
So we're
already
saying-
said it, about 15, 16
So we're
million.
saying 5 for 50.
Nah, he gonna
How
get
much
more
is
than
Nah,
that.
guaranteed?
he gonna get more than that. I think he get 5 for 60.
What was
maybe 30.
Romo's first big contract that he got? Was it 64 million? Was like 35 million?
Yeah, I
or
think
something
something
like
like
that.
that.
35 million guaranteed.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I can see that. But I give him enough room, like I said, to be able to bring in some.
He
real
still has
talent.
all his endorsements. He's making plenty of money
Yeah,
from
yeah.
all those endorsements. He'll be fine.
Or we bring in Kaepernick.
Hell no. They're not gonna do that.
He should have been the one that came in as a backup this year for somebody.
All right, so we all going Green Bay?
And we want him back.
Professor, Green Bay.
Yes, Green Bay.
All right. Houston at Philly.
H-time.
I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah, I'm going who I want to win. I don't know. I'm Houston.
I'm gonna go Houston too.
Real Houston. All right.
Philadelphia.
I know Professor.
Who said Philadelphia? I knew you go. It's gonna be something different, huh?
Philadelphia. They got the Nick Foles fever, I think, because he's quarterbacking, and I think
Everybody give him the mic.
appreciate it. Nick Foles is quarterbacking, and I think that has an effect on the entire offense. And Houston is playing well, but Philadelphia is still hungry. When they see that the Cowboys are struggling to even win games, that's a booster for the Eagles. It's an NFC East division rival.
Okay.
They're going to win their games. They're daring the Cowboys to even win one game.
What time is that game?
That is a
noon
game.
Okay, so they'll be
And
playing
the
at
Cowboys
the same
games
time.
at noon.
Yep, they'll be playing.
They're gonna go all out and try to win these games as long as the Cowboys are struggling the way they are.
Keep the pressure on.
All right. So, yeah, educated guess. Houston
Professor.
anyway. I'm going Houston. Rams at Cardinals.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, we keep on moving.
Yeah, that's just
Cardinals.
that's just
Cardinals.
You doing like you trying to be professor?
Hey,
Who the quarterback for the Cardinals?
not.
Well, I know you know.
No, he don't know.
I'm just messing with him.
Chicago at San Francisco.
Chicago.
Upset alert. Upset alert.
What?
But I'm picking Chicago.
No, okay.
Oh,
So yeah.
Oh,
Chicago.
we still on the same page? Okay.
Because that game is in San Francisco, right?
Steelers at that's in San Francisco.
Okay, yeah. Careful.
It's still Chicago.
Okay, I'm picking Chicago too.
Steelers at New Orleans.
That's a good game.
That's where
she
everybody be
said New
quiet.
Orleans.
You said New Orleans? See, I just come in, just say it. It's at New Orleans. Yeah, I'm going New Orleans too.
Mike Tomlin. Upset.
I'm
Ooh.
going with New Orleans because I got a classmate. He talked flaming noise about the Cowboys, and he's a shown enough still a fan.
So you want them to lose?
I want them to lose so I can talk bad about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Saints.
I'm going Saints. You got Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna pick the Steelers.
He even wearing some of the colors.
I'll pick the Steelers.
Well, that's his uniform. Professor?
The Saints will clinch home field advantage with this game. They're going to take it.
Mm. See how to get that background when he speaks. We just say something. He just Kansas City.
All that extra.
Kansas City.
It don't really.
Hey,
it really.
all the way to the end of the game, that's when it really matters.
Yeah. Kansas City at
Kansas City.
Seahawks.
Mahomes, I'm KC.
What you got, Mahomes?
Kansas City.
Seattle.
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 Tie game.
That's been one of the
That's-
split.
Yeah.
games.
God, dog. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this right here.
Tie game.
Uh, Seattle needs this game
They do.
more than the Chiefs do.
That loss against the 49ers with the Seahawks really hurt them, and I think they'll come this game just fine.
It was embarrassing.
And it's I'm gonna go Seattle. I'm going Seattle. Okay, here's another meaningless game.
Don't matter.
Denver at Oklahoma. At Oakland.
I do not like John Gruden, so I'm going.
Wait. Let me say this right. Denver at Las Vegas. Because this is where this is going.
Whatever.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
John Gruden fan.
He don't ruin. He ruined.
He ruined Oakland.
He ruined that team.
Khalil Mack has more sacks individually than
the
they
whole
have
team.
as a team.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack
I've said.
and Amari Cooper,
Yeah.
and you can't win the game, but you getting rid of people.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I'm going Denver.
I like them better as an announcer. I'm
Yeah.
missing my Monday night.
Yeah,
I'm going
the
Denver.
With Jason Witten.
Yeah, Witten's terrible.
He is, isn't he?
He's pretty
How
bad.
did he get all of his hair back?
No,
He saw the same person.
he should
Deion
have
Sanders
he
saw.
should have took that offer and said, "Come on back to the Cowboys." You heard that
Negative.
rumor, right?
That's a negative.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
said-
slow. It's like watching Dirk run up and down the court.
He's right.
That's what I was saying about our new tight ends. Like, I mean, they're young and
They
they
started
Yeah,
playing
they-
well
yeah,
last
They
few
don't
weeks.
have. They don't
I want to
have.
see Rico
They don't have
Gallis
a game.
play well. I think that they're gonna have to use. I think that he will be a part of the offense next year.
Everybody
Watching Witness
keeps
right like watching
hoping
dry
that
paint.
He finally gets it.
Well, hell, they just got to use them. I
Yeah.
mean, the only way you're gonna be able to learn is if you use them.
They get him out there. but
We
they
out
don't throw
Denver.
it to him.
Anybody other? Okay, Professor. Denver at Oakland. See,
I was like,
This is why I separate from everybody this week.
no, I'm going Denver.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm going Denver. No. I don't drink the tea he drinking. I drink that clear tea.
yeah.
All right, last game of the day. Tampa Bay at Dallas.
Pick and score, or just pick.
Pick and score.
Pick and score.
Dallas 24-10.
Oh, they gonna score.
Dallas 31-17.
Ooh, they gonna really score.
Zeke is.
I got Dallas 24-21.
Close.
Okay.
I say Dallas, and I'm kind of like around 27-13. Dallas.
Give it a mic.
2014.
2014.
Dallas.
All right, who's last? You or me?
Professor.
Because you know what he's going to do. I know exactly where he's going. I know exactly where he's going.
Last week, I was the only person on this table that picked the Colts to win. And I said that because a lot of people forgot that Matt Eberflus was with the Cowboys for 6 years before he went to the Colts to be a DC. And I believe that when most teams are prepared to stop Zeke and force Dak Prescott to throw, Eberflus flipped the switch. He set it up to where the Colts stopped Dak Prescott in his ability to get the ball to Cooper and allow Zeke to eat, and it worked. The Bucs are number 2 overall in the NFL in offense, and I think Dallas is going to struggle against that. So I'm going to say Tampa Bay 27, Dallas 23.
Then if that happens, the Dallas Cowboys are not making the playoffs.
I saw your
And-
post about that.
Yeah, and that'll be it.
No,
If they lose this game to Tampa Bay, mark my words,
they
they're
got to
done.
beat the Giants. You think the Giants gonna be?
They'll lose to the Giants too. If you can't beat the sorry Bucks at home, okay, when everything's on the line, you're done. I'm not watching you against the Giants. Yeah,
Having said that, I'm going Tampa Bay. I'm sorry. Wait. Wait. When everybody say, I say, wait, I said something wrong.
What was in that vodka?
Yeah, I know. No, I'm going Dallas, but I'm going 13-10. Yeah, I'm saying low scoring. I don't think they're going to get their offense, but
As long as they win.
yeah, as long that's all. Yeah. Tampa Bay's offense, yeah, they rank that way, but Tampa Bay gives a lot of stuff at the goal line. Dallas has a great goal line stand.
Should be able to run. You should be able
ain't
to
got a
throw.
great
You
goal
should be able to
line. We
do
ain't got
everything.
Great red zone offenses.
Well, that's why we ain't scoring. We're just gonna stop them from scoring. Or they're gonna stop themselves from scoring. You see the Washington game? You scored. You rushed for 500. I mean, your offense does 500 yards and you still lose.
That was with Fitzmagic.
Yeah, and James Winston ain't no better.
No, I think Dallas
His turnover
sack him
team
a few
too.
times.
He's a turnover machine too.
Tell the
James to be
Uber
a backup at the Cowboys one year.
Yeah.
Tell Dallas Uber drivers. to
I've
watch
been
out.
telling them he's a
Watch
backup
out.
all year.
Who is that?
James Winston.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
take him in Dallas as
yeah.
a backup.
Yeah,
Yep, sure would.
Tell all the Dallas Uber drivers to be careful this week.
sure better.
With James coming in.
Sure better. He gonna throw something. All right, so this has been 4-1 Sports Talk Radio. I appreciate you, preacher. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, TJ.
UT Greg, congratulations.
Oh, you congratulating UT Greg?
Yeah, I always congratulate education. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care where it comes from.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I appreciate you
for
for
coming
having
on. And we gotta definitely get your information
Okay.
so we can put it on the website, and we'll do whatever we can on this end to help your cause.
Yes.
Perfect. I appreciate
Yes.
y'all. Thank
All
y'all
right.
so much.
All right.
Thank you, Benchwarmer. Thank you, security.
He wasn't done.
I mess with it.
Producers keeping us on time. Professor,
Yes, sir.
security. Uh-oh.
Back there sleeping.
I know she looked. No, that's that. Yeah, that's that one drink. She like.
That really wasn't a drink.
No, that was like a drink.
Yeah.
The stars.
All right, we got to get out of here. This has been 41 Sports Talk Radio, 41radionetwork.com. We will be back next year.
Next year.
And when we come back next year, we will have some winners and losers. Or the Cowboys will be in or out. We may talk Cowboys, we may not. Because in 2 weeks, we'll find out.
We will.
Now, is that January 1st, New Year's Day, or January 8th? Because the week after Christmas is the 1st of January.
Right.
So it'll be the 8th.
Right. Yeah,
Yes, as a matter of fact, that week, that's that Tuesday, right?
Yes.
We'll be in Fort Worth at College Gridiron Showcase.
What day is that?
That's the 8th. Isn't that the 8th?
No, that's the week of the college showcase.
College Gridiron Showcase is the week of the 9th.
Yeah,
The week of the 9th.
Okay.
So we'll be there that following Tuesday.
And the
Yeah, we'll
first-
post it.
So when's next time you gonna air? So everybody will know.
The next time we're gonna air is,
The 15th?
yeah, we won't be back here until the 15th.
Okay, so that's the next time.
Yeah, but we'll still broadcast on the 8th
Okay. but won't be here.
in Fort Worth at the College Gridiron Showcase.
Nice.
All right.
Happy anniversary to my wife on the 1st of January.
Oh, happy anniversary. Yes, yes. Thank you, Brickhouse,
Thank you.
for letting us invade your territory. We'll be back on the 15th. This has been 41 Sports Talk Radio, 41radionetwork.com, and we are out.